I think that Trump wanted to go to BSU too, but I don't understand this country, right? Right, Trev? But hi, everyone.
Oh, hey,
How
good
come?
morning, my love. How you doing?
It was at Morehouse. It was at
How come?
Morehouse.
Yeah, he said big money. She said that already. Just show your facts when you're talking certain things, right? I
I
don't
got it right
understand
here.
how
I
they.
just pulled it up.
Yo, big money. Control yourself, bro.
Huh?
Let someone else speak. Just finish. You can talk. But I'm saying to you, Trev, and everyone. I don't understand how a person can get locked up, lock someone up, yeah, for weed and all of these things. Trump is being charged with so many things, and the man still can't run for president. You know, so what he's basically showing like, yo, I can do whatever I want to do, and ain't nothing that y'all can do about it. You act like this man didn't get charged with so many crimes, and still showing y'all that he still could run. So now everybody have this big problem with Kamala, blah, blah, blah. You understand? Come on, y'all going off of emotion and all of that. She in everything. It's not like she's the first president of this country. All of these things is passed down. And if y'all continue all these cursing and being rude to my friends, I'm gonna block it up. I'm gonna delete when I'm not trying to do the street up. Let's have a good conversation and be respectful in the chat. Because if you don't see it, I'm gonna block it up. Come with that if you're gonna say something like just trying to change someone's thought or bash someone, come with receipts. Y'all be just chatting all the time and not having no backup and all that.
Everything that it was said has come from her mouth. He's had interviews talking about the healthcare I'm talking about the red meat, talking about the education, talking about everything. Bro, use your eyes, bro. You
Yeah,
need
yes,
to wake
you
up,
have
man.
this one claim. So
Yo, I'm
let's
off
talk
this. I
about
got money to go make.
big money. Let's talk about all the crimes that he was charged with. Let's talk about everything that he's done. Trump Towers, I'm in New York. Let's talk about all the stuff that Trump do. Why y'all trying to brush that under the rug? I don't hear y'all talking about that. Nobody talks about that. Why? I used to work with a guy. Let me tell you, Trevor. I used to work with my so-called supervisor. Hold on a second. I was working with a guy. He's white, right? In Times Square, in the record
I
Times
marry you
Square, right?
funny.
That's where we used to work. We used to work here. And through COVID, this guy was by GUN from Pennsylvania, Innocence, Staten Island, right? Now you tell me working with him, you think that's ever gonna force him or tell people what's going on? You know what he kept saying? I can't wait. Trent, mute 7. Trent, you hear me? Mute 7 mic.
Somebody needs to mute their mic.
Mute 7. You can mute him, Gina, in mic.
All right, me
So,
mute it.
I was working with this guy. I said, yeah. I was working, Trent, I was working with this white co-worker. And then did it every day. In my bag, GUN from Pennsylvania. You know what he kept saying? Yeah, this is working. I love it. When the cases were going up, homeboy was like, yeah, I love this. I love this. Yeah, it's going to go up. You know what's about that, Michelle? He was like, yeah, it's going to be a race war. All of them, the real estate, most of them, I'm not going to say all, most of them are racist. And they like what Trump is doing because they know it's going to cause a civil war. It's a race war. The man used to 19, I live one girl and his man wants to the girl too. You hear me? And I stop now and goes to Pennsylvania in order and them sell it to him. You know how much collection him show me? You know how much collection of your GEU and this guy show me and he's my co-worker. And he was just so happy everything was happening. You know, and I'm looking at this guy like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be on his good side. Them say they can't believe them, join them. But how come all of these people who are so much of Trump, listen, me not choose no side? Because government would come in and they would then they say what they want to say, just to get it on them side. Right? You have to go choose the less of the two evil. You understand? Them kids mess with people and create all kind of things. You have to worry about that Project 2025 and also about BRICS. When all these countries coming together to just finish American currency. You never wonder why they might give us so much money? They know what time is.
Tell them what's going on and shit.
I feel like say, yo, if it was somebody else with a track record like Trump, you hear me? Yeah, and they were different color. Yeah, I wouldn't pardon them for nothing. Nobody's gonna sit down and watch. If they don't know more Rizza Islam, we better go check him out. I don't wanna run like sheep, dog, and get jab, because them say that we still a stand on God and God. Yeah, man, them sure they did all of that just to show who's gonna be the sheep and who's gonna fall for it. Come on, man. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all know this man did all these wrong things and y'all still want him to be our president. Come on, get a break, bro. And like I said, from the downstairs in the comments, and you guys are being disrespectful, you have a nip that in the boat right away. Right away. And have a good day. Yeah, that must say.
All right, sis. Me hear you.
Yeah, man.
All right. Who is next? Who next? I saw somebody.
Morning, everybody.
Apostle Walande. I saw somebody in the chat. Donna was in the chat. Donna said nobody's going to respect America. I hope Donna, because I didn't write it down, but I think it was. If it wasn't you, it was the person in the chat who says that nobody's going to respect America with a woman president. Like, seriously? Have you never seen a female head of state from any other country around the world? Really?
I don't see nothing wrong with being a president.
Nothing is wrong with having a female president. Huh? Once the queen respect you?
Of course, people respect.
What am I saying? The queen. But the other day when the queen died, that lady for like a day or two. 2 days after she met the queen, before the queen died, she resigned. There have been others. There have been lots of successful female presidents. So that person is so ill-informed. You're up on your black job. All right, drop it. Drop it, let me hear.
All right, so just imagine, everybody here have a child that does sport. The child does sport and the local corner shop. You ask the owner for the corner shop, can I put a jar here because I'm unable to buy gears for this child. And this child is really good in sport. And you put a jar here to collect when the little change them. And the person for the shop, when the jar full and take the money. That's what Trump did, you know? That's what Trump did. You create a charity and take the money for himself, you know?
Took money for himself. I would love to know where you got this where you got this proof from. Like any document.
Why isn't he able to run another charity in New York? Check it out. Check the reason why he's unable to run another charity in New York State. Just check it. Since you want to.
No, I'm just curious where you're getting the information that he
No,
kept charity like
I use a scenario. I created a scenario. But the money that he created a charity to help people, he took it for himself. And if you don't believe me, just look. Just type in, why is Trump not able to run another charity in New York? Him and him pick me there.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I've been looking up, especially like the comment that was made about HBCU earlier, and it was confirmed that was Biden that got the start on President Trump. President Trump has been one of the highest charity endorsers for
First of all, America can. My daughter is not the issue. Trump was supposed to go there. Let me tell you something. She's getting out of there. Let me tell you something. Y'all can't keep covering. I don't understand. You guys talk about all of these school turning taxes. This man has been committing crimes and being charged for it. If you are charged for a crime, aren't you going to get locked up all the time? Yes or no?
If I'm convicted, I'm able to go to fair trial. Then, yeah. You know, if
You
I'm
get
convicted,
yeah. I just said that you're convicted. Do you go to jail or not? If you're convicted for a crime, do you go to jail or not?
Coral.
No, because I'm innocent until proven guilty.
Call, ain't nobody listening to Dr. Umar. Okay? Dr. Umar has his objectives and his opinions. Ain't nobody listening to him. Tell him go build them schools that he don't collect all those money for. And then he can come talk to black people. You tell him get the hell out of here.
But you want to talk now. And these are facts. This man have a university, Trump University. You remember that something? When the people them take out loan for them picnic, the people them take out loan for them picnic and send them to Trump University. When them get them degree, it's not even what the paper that it was written on.
Yeah, the school wasn't even accredited or anything, but they should have done their due diligence. They should have investigated to find out whether or not that school was accredited. But I blame those students as well. Because if I'm going to go to a school, the very first thing I want to know is that school accredited. You can't just pick up yourself, go pay money, go to school like that. Go to university, go big money for nothing.
The man, it shows the character of the man rob anything that comes his way. He will. Remember when Hillary Clinton said to him, this man that he gets $700 for that. He gets some way my run to the highest office in the land. That is because I'm smart. That is because I'm so not. You know, did I say not pay tax? You know, we show to everybody that pays tax in the United States. Pay more than $700.
So with the tax situation, I don't really blame Trump for that because anybody who's as smart as he is on that department, they would have done the same thing. What Trump did, he registered his organization and put it in a trust. So that's why he paid such small amount of tax.
No, but Carla, isn't that cheating?
No, well,
we have a lock up somebody to do the same thing, brother. Or you, the commander-in-chief, is going to make the FBI go lock up somebody for the IRS pull on for somebody to do the same thing you did.
You have to understand. So that the corporation is a criminal organization, you know. America is a corporation. Your birth certificate, everybody birth certificate and social security number worth millions of dollars, but it worth millions to the corporation. You understand? Them I use our birth paper and social security number and TRN number, just like Jamaica is a corporation too. We have milk the people them.
First of all, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you all rich get rich, right? And the people that all smart people like Trump, right? Trump don't have a clue for nothing. Trump are just the face and everything. And then get the people that have the knowledge. Exactly. The people that want to, well, let me tell you, they're not that smart at things, you know, and know information. They know people who can help them. And the people in the background is the ones who make Trump how it is. You have to talk about fear, guys. If you don't understand what's going on, put all the differences aside, right? All the differences aside. Before I will be around up because people are just speaking just to speak, right? Let's be for real. You know, if all of us come together and fight against something or stand up for something, that's their number one fear. They don't want us to be together. Divide and conquer, right? So all of you guys are saying, oh, I'm not voting this, you're right. Just remember when you're right is being taken away because you were pushing this and pushing that. Just remember it was your right. It was your right. You did it, right? Don't come crying. And listen, politicians, like I said, they say what they want to say to get your vote. If all Israel would have just go with the guy from Kennedy, without telling a lie. Look, oh, it's a mind game. Trump a play sometime, you know, all of this. Trump a play this look a mind game. When you're there, when him said, the RFK dude, right, Robert, when he seen that he was kind of not in the forefront, the two contenders, right? You know, the man called RFK and I tell him a certain things and I try to say, yeah, man, yeah, I did agree, you know, about the COVID and this and that. He was trying to swoop up the man. on his side. I cannot even. If he was in, him would have got back. Because him lick out the COVID from the start and export them. You can't tell me that so much a man go straight up to and say my racist and he not really care. Look for Central Park. Gonna keep it's like gonna forget. It's like the more light on, the more I believe it. It's like if I'm just feel across our eyes when I wake up, bro. Guys, don't let them divide us. Don't let them divide us. Go research about bricks. BRICS. Go research about bricks and see when those people decide not to be using American dollars because it was because every 100 years them you feel war every 100 years. So just check them out.
22 giant bricks just the other day in 28 other countries.
Hold on there. Somebody light spiritual says in the Bible, God said no woman in charge. She can't stick to her BJs. Lie. God never said nothing so. Lie. I will tell you that's a lie out of the hell. God ain't say nothing so. Paul said that. Paul said that. Paul said that in his Paul said that. Yes. Go read it. We're not just read it in our 1 Corinthians 14 verse 34. We're not just read that the other day. For those of you who join me every morning for the Bible reading, we just read that where Paul said the women in the church, the women shouldn't speak in the church. They must go home, go ask their husband anything they want to know. So God not say nothing so. Alright? So put that in your pipe and light it. And God had apostles. God had Jesus. I shouldn't say God. Jesus had female apostles. So don't come at me if you come with the Bible. Don't come with it here, so, cause this I go turn the live and I want all different thing. I don't know where this way I go. All right, lovely people. Them just repeat things what them hear people say. Them just repeat things, man. Look at her family and tell me you feel the same way.
That's the thing too. If y'all don't understand, these people don't want you to be critical thinkers.
Desvarez.
That's at the bottom line. They don't want you to be critical thinkers. The more you think and explain and have conversations such as this, they don't want us together, guys. They don't want us to be united.
One, two.
Come on, man.
Hello, Tony. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. Good morning. Happy Friday to you. You got something you want to contribute to the chat?
I mean, what's the discussion about? To see a picture of Harris?
Yes. Well, I said a female president. Say your thoughts.
I don't really. It doesn't really matter who's president. You know, as long as they run the country the correct way.
Exactly. Who cares if she's a woman or a man, or if you're yellow or black or brown
Yeah, I don't
or
think it has
green
anything to do
or
with
purple.
race or anything like that. At the end of the day, it's all about just, you know, keeping the country in a good stance,
Yeah.
affordable for everybody to live. I mean, nobody wants to wake up every day thinking about money, you know, want to enjoy your family and stuff. And
So you all think that with Trump, y'all will be able to enjoy your family? You're going to have lots of money in your pocket?
If you're keeping the country at a good stance, I think the ending's enjoyable.
Where is that money going to come from, though?
I mean, just trying to keep, just trying to bring everything down, food costs, gas, housing, I want to buy a house one day, but the way it looks now, it's impossible. I mean, interest rates and, just stuff like that, really. I mean, I don't care who president is. I mean,
Exactly. I agree with you, Tony. I
always vote Republican, but sometimes you just gotta think outside the box. Like, just get the country back to where it was. That's all. Who cares who was president? That's all.
I agree with you, Tony. I agree with you. Listen.
I mean, Harris would be a pretty hot president. If you ask me.
Tony, focus on the job here, Tony.
I know. Now my mind's racing.
Well, like I said, to me, it doesn't matter if it's a female or a male or however you are. The whole thing is it's the focus of, can you please just
Yeah.
it's all the craziness
I think the whole country has gone crazy, man. To be honest, the whole world. I mean,
everybody is moving out of the U.S. right now. A lot of people are.
it's not even that. Everyone's just looking at, like race and this, color, gender.
Kelly, people go outside of the U.S., they live even better than they were here.
Where's Pretty Chair? Pretty Chair, why you come down? I thought you were up here. I thought you were gonna say something.
No, exactly like you said. Like it's better. They have it better there. And the thing is, I was born in Brazil. I am an American citizen. I was born in Brazil. I did the right way of getting the green card and getting my citizenship and everything. The whole thing is that I'm like, man, I'm about to go just right back to the third world country that used to be considered third world. I'm not even sure it's even considered third
Come
world.
back, man. I wanted to hear from you. Come back. All right, go on, guys. Go on.
Based on one of the candidates right now, or the man on the platform that one, that would have been cut out too, because they're planning to eliminate birthright citizenship.
Okay, no problem. No problem, baby.
Based on what is happening or the rhetoric, all of that will be cut out. So how you got here, and what you're doing for yourself, the next person that has the same thing would not be able because of what you do.
Hey, G, what's up?
But God bless America. That's all I gotta say. God bless everybody. God bless America. We're all humans. Thank you. I don't think everybody should fight and be violent because at the end of the day, these people don't even know who we are. You know what I mean? So if we're just gonna start violence amongst each other, it's not gonna affect them. It's only affecting us. So
You're absolutely right.
This whole political thing is getting out of hand.
Wonderful, Tony. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
We all have our own beliefs.
Right. I agree.
That's it.
But
May the best person win, I guess.
May the better person win. Oh yeah, 3 of them, right? 3 of them.
Election years.
So a best person. Oh, okay. And we don't pick the president anyway.
Yeah. Any election. I mean, for me, any election's important, but I think this one's at its highest right here.
It's out of control because he doesn't know where he's going. He can't see nothing, and he falls down a lot.
Biden stepping down was probably the right thing. I mean, honestly, it was probably right for Biden to step down.
Nobody can blame the elderly man. The man is 81 years old. I don't see people like those running anything but their wheelchairs. I mean, the man is elderly.
It's like driving a car with a blind person.
I see people acting as though it is something that he has called down on himself. All of us are getting there. He's just an elderly man. That's it. Do you expect elderly people to have cognitive decline? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So people are acting like he got up one morning, went out into the rose garden, and picked some mental decline and ate it. And all of a sudden, he has mental decline. Come on, people.
Why did you start at that age is what I'm saying. I have an elderly neighbor that I talk to every day. He is older than Biden. Older. He's sitting here building a porch because the wood is broken, and he's sitting here going out cutting wood. He's older than Biden. So that's not an excuse. And he even said it because all he does is watch the news, because I guess that's what the older people do. What I'm saying is, why would you even run if you are in that kind of mindset? Yes, it can happen, but why would you?
Yes, but maybe that man, your neighbor, is genetics.
Exactly. We don't all age the same. Okay?
Genetics are different.
Exactly, and that's what he told me, because he feels offended by Biden. Because how Biden is, he's like, look, don't clump me in his group, because I'm not like that, and I'm older than he is. So this is a different situation. It is all about you. Exactly. So if it is all about you, why would you run?
Everybody don't age the same. And with the elderly and their mental decline, today they could be perfectly fine, able to hold a great conversation, and tomorrow you are like, what happened? Yeah, so
Tomorrow, step down. So tomorrow, step down.
so did you see that he stepped down? So here we are. So he realized.
He's been a joke this whole time, though. So why didn't you step down a long time ago? Why didn't you step down a year
I think at
ago?
the end of the day, he just
Running for president.
Nothing happens before the time. Nothing happens before the time. Say that again.
I think there was a better chance of Harris winning than Biden. I think they just came to the realization that Biden was just going to lose it. So let's step down and put in Harris.
Right, but
Sexy. Don't forget sexy. No, I'm just
Tony,
The only problem I got with Biden is the agenda of the war that he pushing.
the whole war thing got to stop.
Yeah, he's got to stop because guess what? People might say this and say that a nuclear war is not going to benefit none of us.
I feel like something bad's going to happen. Like soon. Like, I don't know. Like a war with, who knows? Like, I don't know. I don't trust the world right now. Put it like that.
And other people fail to realize it. How you gonna mess with a country that got some of the fastest missile that your defense system can't even handle? America doesn't get the hypersonic missile. It doesn't get it to perfection as yet. So how you gonna mess with someone that got missile?
guys, the conversation is going on over here on
I
TikTok.
just hope that we don't have war on American soil. You know, like,
But it will get here.
you never know. You know, that's never happened in the
The
world.
thing is that I don't think a war would start with Trump in office, considering the fact that he has made alliances in some of the countries that have had the few.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa, Melo?
You don't agree with that?
¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo es?
Yeah, no, Trump is anti-war.
He's made some severely important alliances, and that's why
Si
I
papurat, mission que pu.
he got back in office.
Si
It's because
papurat,
he established those alliances.
mi leve de Eso es algo. Muy bien, gracias, mi amor.
One was a very important one, Russia. That is a very important alliance to have, considering.
Who says we pay taxes for immigrants to take?
Carla, what did Thursday this year? Call it.
Oui, bien, chérie. Comment ça va?
He said he's just a useful idiot. The foreign minister of Russia said that about the land. All he is a useful idiot. That looks like an alliance.
No.
Looks like an alliance.
Apostle, I can give that to Trump. I think if Trump was in
Why do I
office,
talk so soft? I want them to talk loud. I couldn't hear.
What? When America,
that's the only thing I give to him.
in America and Russia haven't been in a Cold War. Remind me when they didn't have a Cold War going on. Maybe no.
Cold War was almost forgotten.
And
Who is this? Julia Sawyer say, can you come? Listen, I kind of stay away from people who have numbers as their identity, you know, and don't have even a little cartoon picture. You get what I'm saying?
Why did he step foot on North Korean soil and subject himself to Kim Jong-un's?
But if you're talking in the chat, Let me hear what you have to say.
North Korea. No, he threatened North Korea essentially and said, hey,
Mellow, it is not are you boring? It would be are you bored? Okay.
There was diplomatic ties and all that. What has been achieved from the North Korea and the American side?
People, you gotta talk up. We can't hear you. It sounds like y'all having a whole conversation without me.
I'm saying, what it said something about North Korea. What came from the North Korea alliance? What are the policies that they're in a better place? Otherwise, now rhetoric and locally.
Oh, you are excused, Mellow. You are excused.
Alright, look, real quick, guys, I gotta go back to work, but at the end of the day, I mean, the way the country is right now, I think Trump is the man for the job right now. That's my opinion. I still love everybody else. I think our country's broken. I think he has the most
You are excused,
knowledge right
Mellow.
now to get it back where it needs to be. No disrespect to anybody else. I respect everyone's beliefs. And I think Trump is. I think he should be put in office right now.
Jesus. All right, Tony.
I'm just telling you my belief. You know what I mean?
Okay, we respect that. We respect that.
Harris is still sexy. Don't worry.
Uh-oh. How did we get there?
Do you live in this one? Trump in office?
These people over here on TikTok are crazy.
Do you know how wealthy Trump and his family made when he was in office?
Trump is already wealthy, man.
Go ahead, man. You know that $2 billion. Hold on. Did you talk about the $2 billion from Saudi Arabia?
Okay, let's talk respect. Every president is
Hold on. Did you talk about how his daughter made multi-million dollars from China? What are you talking about? Are you for real?
It's the non-wealthy presidents you gotta worry about.
Oh, come on, man. Go ahead, man. Go back, man.
Don't get mad, man. Don't get mad.
No, because people talk fast.
That's why no one can talk in this country, man.
People talk fast.
Some time ago, somebody said, HBC, I went to HBCU. I went to Howard. Somebody said HBCU turned their back against Biden. Correct. That was in Morehouse because of Israel.
Yes.
Because that's why. So get your facts correct. That's why they turned their back. Biden has given more money to HBCU than any president. People don't understand those things.
I'm gonna say this publicly. I think that Biden should be charged for war crime. With Netanyahu.
I agree with you, but okay.
Guys, I'm trying to have a conversation over here. I have quite a few people up on the panel.
People are talking about Ukraine.
I'm not sure how clear it is to you all. I'm gonna try to come over and listen and see whether or not you all are able to hear it properly, because they're like right behind you talking. Let's take a look. Let me take a listen. Let me take a listen and see what you all are hearing.
Ukraine had all the most critical nuclear weapons, and NATO, including America, went to Ukraine. We will not allow you to have these weapons because Russia would invade and take them. And so, they signed a treaty. They took the nuclear weapons from Ukraine, and they said, if Russia attempts to invade you, we will support you. We signed it. People don't understand that. This is why Biden went there. But we signed a treaty with Ukraine. We took their nuclear weapons from them.
No.
Look at you. Who had the most critical weapons in the Soviet Union? Where was it stopped? Where was the nuclear weapons stopped?
Macarena.
I told you, yes, that's what I said. You're correct. He didn't hear me, sir. No, Ukraine was part of Russia, of the Soviet Union. They had.
Give me a minute. That's not
Okay.
That's not the main reason. The
You want me to explain? Go ahead. I'll listen to you.
main reason
Guys, the conversation over here, I don't know how well you all are hearing it because
I'm listening to you, sir.
Okay, in 1991, when they took down the wall of Berlin, when Russia gave back East Berlin to Germany. Okay. Okay. Ronald Reagan said to Mr. Overshaw,
Yes.
if you tear down this wall and return back East Berlin to Germany,
Correct.
I will make sure that NATO does not expand any further to its.
Correct.
And that's what causes friction between
we can't see the
Russia
live.
and West, because they went and
That's one issue. You are right. You are right. That's one issue. Now, when Russia, when the Soviet Union split, Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union, right?
yeah.
Okay, I am telling you that the first point you made is 100%
Hi, Carl.
correct. I'm telling you that Ukraine was where the Soviet Union stocked all their potent nuclear weapons because of the Black Sea, because of their position. So, when they split, they had all these weapons with them, and they were a little country. Okay? And NATO, including the United States, went to Ukraine and said, we cannot let you keep all these weapons. Because Putin would invade you and take these weapons. We don't want these weapons in his hands. All right? And they agreed. They took all these nuclear weapons, these potent nuclear weapons from Ukraine, and they signed a treaty. The first point you made is correct. I'm giving you the second point. They took all these weapons from Ukraine and destroyed it. And then they made a pledge. They made a treaty that if you are invaded, we will support you. That's why you see all NATO is there. Okay?
But it was Russia that took the nuclear weapon from them. It wasn't the West.
Carl, we're having a conversation.
Let's go argue about this one. You have your own idea, I respect it, I have my own. Let's forget about that. You know, look,
I'm having a live on the talk. We are double streaming. So the people you are hearing are the panelists over there on the talk. Okay?
No problem about that. He's going. He doesn't want to go to jail. And then secondly, he wants to become richer and wealthier. Right now, he's trying to put a Trump Tower in Riyadh, in Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia. Okay? He sold the country. Why you take all those documents in Malawi, what they were doing there? Nobody's talking about that.
But I think those documents was legal for him to keep here.
No, sir, they were not legal. They belong to the government. They don't belong to him.
A lot of other ex-presidents did it.
No, yes, they took it. All right. When you take those documents to you, when they ask for it, you return it because it doesn't belong to you. Okay? They found some in Biden's home. They don't belong to you. You send it back. Why are you hiding all those documents? Because you want to sell out to the Soviet Union, China, and all this place. That's all he wanted to do.
Patricia.
He doesn't give a damn about the United States.
I'm addressing Patricia today.
How come your senior advisor in your government, okay, during the time that you're in office, went and got thousands and thousands?
Someone as a dictator, and they are the biggest dictator around the world.
And you know, one thing somebody said I saw on the once I was reading, in America they say you are innocent until proven guilty. That is crap. That is so wrong. No, sir. Let me tell everybody today, you are innocent until you run out of money.
Uh-oh. I never heard that one before.
Well, they don't tell you that, but that's the practical thing. In the books in law school, they tell you innocent until proven guilty, correct. But in theory, you are innocent until you run out of money.
Okay? Yeah, think about that. When I have money, I can block all these appeals and everything, and we can begin. And if you don't have money as I do, you're gonna run out of money and you will back away. End of story. That's
Oh.
what Trump is doing in all the cases. Okay? How many of us can take our case to the Supreme Court?
That's a good one, Julius.
Yeah. So don't be fooled by saying that you're guilty until proven innocent. Oh no. Innocent until proven guilty. No. You know how I know that? I'll tell you, then I'll leave you guys. When I was in Howard, I was driving a taxi cab and I picked two people. This was in the 70s, a seasoned lawyer and a baby lawyer. Okay? And they were arguing about the case. This baby lawyer came from Harvard, top score and all this nonsense. And he was telling the seasoned lawyer, oh, this guy is guilty. And the man said, look, what you went to whatever it is, Yale, Harvard, you don't know a damn thing. He said, let me tell you, boy, no, you are innocent until you run out of money. Because when you have money, you can block and go all the way to Supreme Court. It might take 10 years. And if I'm contesting against you, just have a little bit of money, you can with me, man, you're gonna drop the case. That's how it goes. But many people don't realize that. So
Carl, we're talking about whether or not a female president would be, or how much we would embrace a female president at the moment.
He wants to come in there, be a dictator, be a dictator. Look, what president have I asked for qualified for immunity? 100% immunity. Nobody. He knew what he wanted to do. And he's going to give 100%, he's going to give 100% immunity to the police. That's what he said. So they're going to kill you and nothing will happen.
Look,
That's what
Julius, look, if a woman can give birth to me,
yes, sir.
it's fine for me to watch a woman.
This is history in the making, man. Just imagine you have a little girl who sees this and realize that, oh, maybe one day I will be president. I can be president if I have the right credentials. So, I'm a dire Democrat, man, and Kamala went to Howard like I do, 100% Kamala. Even if she dropped dead, I'm going to vote for her. Yeah, I'm all the way back. And people are talking that when she was Attorney General, she locked up a bunch of black people. No, she did not. People that are not talking about that. The Jews are the one. She made a case.
No, she did locked up.
She made a case. And the Jews vote. Yes, another point.
What did they do to be behind bars in the first place?
Okay. No. Okay. Let me say. Okay.
Maybe they deserve to be locked up.
Let me say something to you. And I'm not gonna, I have a friend, a relative, who was a prosecutor, a young guy in his studies. And he told us that after 3-4 years, I'm quitting this job. I'm gonna go to defense. And the dad said, man, you got a cushy job. I said, Dad, you don't know. It's a club.
I'm gonna be in the comment, man.
He said, I go downstairs, I go downtown, interview all these little boys, little guys, 18, 19, 20, come back home, come back to the office, and they keep telling me, oh, this person must get 10 years, that must get 4 years, that must get 8 years. He said, it's a club. And if you don't do that, you don't get promoted. That's why he quit. It's a club in there, man. I don't know what they did. I'm not saying they did, but the jurors are the ones who voted to convict that person. They can say no. And one last thing. Everybody say, I think Trump at 34 was convicted for 34, indictments. No. People don't understand that he was convicted by 403 jurors. Why? Each juror there were 12 jurors. Each piece of indictment, they had to vote, all 12 of them. So multiply that 4 by 12. But nobody says that. 400 and something. Nobody has ever had that before. That's what he got against him.
It's not just 34 votes, it's 400 and something. Because each one of them voted. Each crime, they voted, all 12. You didn't think about that, right? Man, but don't give us that guy, man. We don't want him back. Nah. No, sir. He's gonna mess this country up. He's gonna sell up America to the Saudis and to China, to all these people, and he's gonna sell America to Putin. Oh, we're gonna be in big trouble, bro. I think Kamala is gonna do a fantastic job. And she's beautiful too, like the last person said.
Arliss, how are you doing, my love? Good morning. Arliss, I'm here having another political conversation. Yeah.
We don't want a dictator.
Huh?
We don't want a dictator, man.
Well,
No dictator. Okay. Have you had
certainly. Who wants a dictator? Nobody wants to live under a dictatorship. Certainly not me.
Have you had America say they pass a law?
I'll be what's up.
Monitor the mail to monitor. I'm a male. Have you seen a law in America that it passes that modify my sexual organs or anything I do? No. I can go and get 10 kids. Nobody's going to stop me. But why are you going to try to regulate what a woman does? Who gave you that power? I'm not saying what a woman, that's a business between her and a doctor.
You're welcome, my love. I appreciate you. Welcome. Go ahead, Jules. I'm hearing you.
How you doing?
I'm what, Mike, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Good to see you. What you want to contribute to the chat?
I just believe that we have to be careful of who we allow into the White House. I don't know if a lot of people know the history of Miss Harrison, but she's not as pretty as people think that she is.
What do you mean by
I
that?
believe that, well, her main basis is abortion, which don't make sense to me if we lock people up for murder, but we're constantly involved with cutting down the reproduction, and the majority of the people who get abortions are the African American community.
What?
And
Mike, what kind of evidence you have to support that argument that African Americans get the most abortions?
They have stats about it.
Tell me where, direct me to where I can get to that statistic.
You can Google it. Google gives us all the information that we need in most cases.
You know that when you Google, not all websites on Google you can trust.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, so
what I can trust is the fact that being a Democrat myself that's going to be voting Republican, I recognize that this country right now in America, you can work 2 jobs and you still starving. The inflation is through the roof.
the thing that I don't get.
Inflation is coming down, sir. Inflation is not through the roof. That's not correct.
Inflation started at 1.5%.
Listen. The thing I do not get. Hold on a minute. One of the reverberating noises that I hear coming from a lot of people who are saying they don't want to vote for Biden, for Kamala Harris. One of the things people saying, oh, people shouldn't have to work 2 jobs and not be able to take care of their families. Now, I notice that these people are the ones who have chosen to remain on the bottom of the totem pole. If you have chosen to remain at the bottom of the totem pole, you have not tried to advance yourself so that you can work 1 job and send your children to school. You choose to stay down at the bottom there. You go and work 10 jobs and you can send your children to school. And you cannot buy a house. Because, and you can't blame the government for that. We have to take responsibilities for ourselves. When I first came to America almost 30 years ago, I worked 3 jobs, sometimes 4. I have children to raise, I have children to take care of. And while I worked, I went to school. By the time my children were ready for high school, I have worked 1 job. I have bought my house. I've sent my children to college debt free, working 1 job. Do you think if I continued working at Publix, making $6.40 an hour, I was going to be able to send my kids to school? So we can't blame the government. It is our choice. You choose to remain a low-level employee. That is your choice. You can't blame the government.
They want to blame.
So can I give?
Go ahead, child. I'll listen to you.
Go on, I'm listening.
So in the country that we waste billions of dollars every year, we all got to agree that it is a lot of money that is wasted by our government. And at the same time, it's our money. We have no control over what they do with our money. And quite frankly,
Exactly,
if
Esther.
I work 1 job, if I work 1 job in America, I should be able to take care of my family with that 1 job. I shouldn't have to work 2 or 3 jobs. I shouldn't have to.
Well, choose your job carefully. Choose your job carefully.
Any job. Any job as an
No,
American,
no,
because
no, no, no.
my taxes.
No, no. I don't agree with that. Because you can't tell me that I must go to school, strive for higher education, and then the person who never went to school, never graduated high school, that person should make the same amount of money as me, while that person is doing some menial job. And you are saying, well, that person is supposed to be able to work that menial job and be able to do the same thing that I am able to do with my college education.
That is the mindset.
You have to start somewhere, but you can't stay there. That is the thing. You can't be 17 years old working at McDonald's, making $7 an hour. You live with your parents, you're not paying bills, and you stay there until you're 40 years old when you now have children, have bills, and how are you going to survive? What was your plan?
I know, but this is my thing. So this is my thing right here. So McDonald's should never be paying you $7.
Listen.
Listen to you. I listen to you.
Wait. I'm just responding to this person here, the king of the East. My God, I was just saying hello to the king of the East. I was just bigging up king of the East for his comment. All right, your turn. Hold on, I didn't welcome Brandon into the chat. Welcome, Brandon.
No, you know my question. You are right. We are so we use in America.
Hold on, the Brandon is speaking one at a time, so we can't hear everybody.
Go ahead.
Michael, the comments made about you get to work 1 job in America and take care of everything. It's actually what has been going on in this country for 200+ years. Go look back at really this. They said the document is written. If you give black folks enough to satisfy them as far as the place their belly full, they'll be satisfied. You stay at a low level trying to feel I should be able to fall into that game trap that they've been running on for over 30 years. You've got to start 1 place. And then when your needs feel you want more, you go find something more. That's what they're not accounting on us doing. They're not counting on us wanting more and going to get more. They're counting on us to want more and begging for more. Do something wrong for more. And that's what we have to get together and go get more. And so we're not just lazy on anything.
All right, so let me rebuttal to that. Please, and then I'm gonna be quiet and listen. I make almost $500,000 a year doing medical transportation, right? Do you know how much they take from me? You know how much they take from me? They take about half of my income, right? That's before my own personal expenses. That's before my insurance that I have to pay for now. That's before the groceries that I have to buy. So everything that I'm doing to get bigger, the government is taking all of my money.
Exactly, Jerry.
And it doesn't.
Exactly.
Listen, and this is what's crazy. What I'm talking about with the McDonald's thing is, if say one McDonald's store makes $40 million in a year, well, my payout was only $1 million for my employees.
Why is they not making them share more? They shouldn't be making $7 an hour at McDonald's, $15 an hour at McDonald's, because McDonald's is making $50 million. Why are they not sharing it with the people?
Okay.
We leaving the people behind. Wait a minute, I ain't finished. We leaving the people behind because we think that they don't want to work, they don't want to do this. But they tax you more. They tax you more and do whatever they do with your money without your consent at all.
Well, you're correct. That's what you said correct.
It's ridiculous, man.
Well, it's the government.
It's ridiculous.
It's the government. It's the policy that we have. That's why you have to put the right people in media. Okay?
What's the saying? The rich get rich off the back of the poor.
Yeah. When the billionaires are making
that's what I'm saying.
Taxes. So
when Donald Trump was
in the office, whether it be
when Donald Trump was the president,
yeah.
When Donald Trump was the president, I got more in my paycheck. I'm not saying the guy is, he's not politically correct or he speaks right or this and that, but at the end of the day, he ran this country like a business.
No, you
And they don't run it like a business.
So when you, like you said, you quoted $500,000 a year, when you were part of that tax break, the average Joe makes $60,000 to $75,000 a year, wasn't part of that tax break. So I can understand your acceptance of it.
This was before this, though. This was before I started this business. I was getting more money in my check when I was working at a factory. I was getting more money in my check.
How?
He did breaks where we didn't have to pay. I'm telling you. He did breaks where we didn't have to pay certain taxes. He gave us a break on the medical, the Medicaid. You said what?
That was during COVID, the temporary thing. That's a whole stimulus package. The country back up on their feet. As soon as that came back, it disappeared. And then it was tied to Joe Biden took it away. No.
Sister Arliss, the conversation hot over here. I love it.
Let me throw something out here. Do you know that if you are an American citizen, right, and you work overseas, anywhere overseas, the first 100,000 is tax free?
The first what?
Tax free. I'm an engineer. I work overseas. Okay. If you go overseas, if you go overseas, like you pay $200, your salary is
Hola, mi amiga Nueva.
$1,000. The first 100,000 is knocked out. You know why? You know how the government do that? They say, let me tell you now, they claim that when they say they give a grant or they give a loan to so and so country, for example, they give $100 billion to Israel or to whatever. If you are an American citizen and you are working over there, you are part of the loan. Okay. Now, I used to work in Saudi Arabia. You work in Saudi Arabia and you're making $200,000. Okay. And if you're the government saying, we're going to give a grant to the Middle East of $50 billion or so and so and so. They have a totality of the people that work in that area, and that $100,000 is counted towards the loan. So,
if I will cook something special, see.
They send their families to go work overseas.
Arroz con pollo.
Yeah, if you're making $150,000, you pay tax only on $50,000. And if you have an accountant, by the time it goes to the 50, you don't pay zero. Yeah. No. You didn't know that. Yeah.
All right, but that don't help the fact that when I go to the store now, there's a tube of ground beef that used to be
Why Annalie come out strongly?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But inflation is not an American thing. Inflation is all over the world.
Exactly.
It's not an American thing, guys. You guys complain. I don't have much to travel. Go. I was in Dubai airport, buy a hamburger for $25. Yeah, come on. So I was on vacation, so it didn't matter. But I'm saying, you don't go buy $25 a hamburger here?
So inflation is based off of currency that our gold does not cover. Every time we print dollar bills and we don't have the gold, that's what causes inflation. So it is an American thing, even though it's worldwide. Every time they sign a bill, every time they sign a bill and they waste billions of dollars, they do it because it's not their money. It doesn't affect them. So now, if you look at the numbers, if you really know numbers, by the time your children, if they're young and they get older, they're going to starve to death while they're working.
You know.
Thank you, Anna.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
Anna, this is my God.
Another thing that Trump was saying that a lot of people don't understand, he says, when I come into power, I'm going to put tariff on China. I'm going to put tariff on this. People don't understand what that means. Okay? Yeah. Let me explain it to you. You put 30% tariff on cars coming from China or from Germany, great. But when that car comes here, guess what? We have to pay that 30%. But people don't understand that. Yeah. I'm going to put 30% tariff, and so, they're cheating us. Okay. When the car comes here, you and I have to pay that 30%. People don't know that.
Okay, so let me hit you to something as well, right?
Yes, sir. I hear you.
We do most of our import and export from China.
Yes.
Exactly, George.
So when Donald Trump
I agree.
Donald Trump, they got mad at him because he told China, he said, look, we're not doing fair trade. If we send over our air conditioners to China, then they mark up the price and put it next to their air conditioner that's cheaper. We never make a profit off that. America has not been making a profit. We have not been making any money.
I agree with you.
So then Donald Trump said at the NATO meeting, he said, look, and this is how the country is ran. Y'all know I'm not lying. Every country that has our army in it, they're supposed to pay us.
Pay you for what?
For our protection. For any place that has an embassy, any place that has American soldiers, any place that's a part of NATO, all of those countries are supposed to contribute money to America. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're wrong, bro.
It's not America.
Yeah, you're wrong, bro. You see, this is the problem. America thinks that, we can survive by ourselves. No. The world is integrated now.
No, I'm not saying that. That's not what I said. What I said is wherever our soldiers are, if our soldiers are on their soil,
yes,
then they make a contribution to our country.
You know why?
Don't tell me I'm wrong, because
you are wrong. You know why you put your
I know about trade.
Don't know
I
what's up.
know about all of that.
I feel you, man. But you know why you're wrong? You know why you put your soldier there in Germany? You put your soldier there in Germany to protect America.
The embassy.
Yeah. That's what it is, all right? You put your soldier there to protect us.
Same reason that the embassy's breaking the
Come on. No, you can't have it both
Every
ways.
country, I'm not talking about act like they in a war zone. I'm talking about any country where American soldiers are stationed, they are supposed to give us financial contributions.
No, bro, because
y'all understand that America is NATO. Listen, America is NATO.
I agree with you.
America is NATO.
Hold on, slow down, bro.
Yeah.
When you put your military in Germany, you know what your military is doing? You know what your military is doing? Your military.
They're protecting America. That's what's up.
Yes, your military have good chances of spying all over the world and sending information to you.
Hold on, guys. Let's welcome Backwood into the chat. Welcome. Welcome, Backwood. You want to add something to the chat?
No, man. Hey, we are all intertwined, man. That's it. I mean, that's how the world is today.
I'm not voting for no female that's going to call my kids stupid.
That's going to do what? What you said? I didn't hear what she said. Michael.
Okay, all right.
Between 19 and 24, and I'm not going to vote for no female that's going to call my kids stupid.
What?
answer this question.
Wait, run that by me again. I'm not gonna vote for no female who's gonna call my kid stupid.
Yeah.
Is that what she just said?
Went on live news. Yes, 18 to 20. What was it? 18 to 24. She was calling them stupid. I'm not voting for nobody that's gonna call my kids stupid.
Can I ask y'all a real question? Can I ask y'all a real question?
That sounds so elementary.
Can I ask a real question?
But anyway.
I want to ask y'all, do y'all feel like the Democrats, as a party, matter of fact, Congress and period,
That sounds
Congress,
quite
period,
elementary, but oh
Democrats and
well.
Republicans, that they're actually running this country to benefit the American people?
No.
Let's just be honest.
Come, Max.
They run this country to benefit themselves.
To benefit. Thank you, brother.
That's an easy question.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
we can get worried about if whether or not she said it's stupid. But then again, we have to look at the other side. Like for me personally, I don't think you can make that. But I'm going with the rest of the team. I can't go with a guy like I elected person with no political experience.
Ain't that the best part, though?
Bro,
Ain't that the best part, bro?
Can we welcome Max? Oh Jesus. Them people.
okay. Now you pushing me, man. Now you going to something. I don't know you.
Julius.
Let me ask you this question. Nobody's even talking. Let me ask you this question. You talk about multi-billion dollars. I don't know. You don't know. You ain't even talking about it. Maybe you come from a wealthy family. I come from a poor family. Well, let me ask you this. You graduate them from calling that throw $100 million in your face. I say go do a business. And you go, you screw it up after a few years, it gives you another $100 million. Come on, tell me something. Hey, hold on. And you go, you screw it over and over, and that is giving you money. Are you telling me you're a good businessman? And you got 10 bankruptcies? Oh, come on.
Exactly.
You know, nobody's talking about 2025. I don't realize the Harris family. I don't vote for Kamala. I don't vote for the name. Okay? I don't vote for Kamala Donna. I vote for the policy.
Exactly.
That's man, but her policies is nothing but abortion. That's all she focused on.
All right, tell me one. Tell me one, sir.
Bro, you got convicted. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me clear something up, bro. Please. I might.
Okay.
There's a difference. Listen, let me clear something up. He got charged with the same thing that they're all doing. Be honest. They're all sleeping with women, but they're all doing it. They're all doing it. And that's his personal.
No, but
bro, that's his personal life.
It don't matter.
That's his personal life.
The president Trump is like, come on, man.
He wasn't the president then.
He got convicted.
He wasn't the president then. He wasn't the president then.
Do you know how many times?
What he got convicted of? He got convicted of stuff that's saying wild answers.
Let me ask you something. Do you know how many times they voted that they convicted him? You know how many times they voted to convict him? How many convictions did he get?
How many?
30 plus. 30
Okay.
plus.
He got
34. How many times did they vote?
He got convicted in a Democratic area, bro.
No. How many times did they vote? Most people don't know about this.
I don't know how many times.
403 times. You know why?
That's
Each accusation, you had 12 votes. Each one. And you have 34 of those. So multiply that 4 times 12.
Alright, let's welcome 21 Dip into the chat. Welcome 21 Dip, how you doing?
Alright, how you doing?
I'm wonderful, thank you. What you got to add to the conversation?
Well, my thoughts on this, I appreciate what the last one said about.
Wait, Jules, let's give 21 Dip a chance.
Yes, Yes, ma'am.
For the policies, and I totally agree. But I gotta vote and have the right to vote. We gotta stop voting black. We gotta stop voting black.
You better say it, bro. You better say it. You better say it.
Here's what it is. Here's the thing. As black people are evolving and my people are in certain positions, we're not helping our for 8 years and almost nothing before he did anything for civil rights. And I have a problem with that.
That's right, bro. That's right, 21. That's right.
Hey, look, what makes you think everybody talks all the time? I try to be respectful, but understand. Hey, go ahead, man. Yes, this right here. You have somebody like Kamala Harris who will not vote for reparations. She already said she never.
That's right.
The reason why she doesn't vote for reparations is because Kamala Harris, her original family is from Jamaica. They were the largest slave owners in Jamaica.
Where you get that information from?
It's fact. You can look it up, Google it. It's very easy to find. Her family were the Browns. Okay, so listen, he started a town called the Brown Town. The Brown Town was
Where in Jamaica it's called Brown Town.
They were the largest slave owning family in Jamaica. If you want to look it up, it's really easy to find. Okay, so they owned the slaves. The same people that are asking you to vote for them are the ones that progressed the slave trade. Okay,
I better say it, bro.
Jamaica.
Okay, so
But let me ask you all this. Not even questioning the veracity of what you're saying about her family owning slaves in Jamaica. What does that have to do with the current situation? Talk to me. If her four parents own slaves, which I highly doubt that to be true. Listen, I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that to be, and so I'm not going there with you. You claim that it is true. I don't know that it is not, but I am more likely going to lean to it. What?
Okay, so your ancestors are from Ireland. It's easy to find the information if you look it up. Okay.
Listen, I'm not saying nay to that. But what would that have to do? Their family owned slaves in Jamaica. But that ain't got nothing to do with today.
Will not side with black people. It's been a fact.
That's got nothing to do with today.
I am the one who should ask for reparation. Wasn't this country built upon the labor of slaves and immigration? Correct. That's why I said I don't need these Trump supporters like, oh, she's not going to vote for reparations. Okay, but she should have to because those guys who were with Trump and the Republican Party back in the for wonderful like the Rothschilds, the Rockefeller, they should gave it up. So let's put that up there for them. Oh, you know where I'm from?
Where?
I'm from Africa.
Wonderful.
From Sierra Leone. My family is the one, my great-great-great-grandfather was the one that built this country. So when you want to talk about reparation, I'm the one who's supposed to be talking about it. Yeah, let's do that. And then now they talk about building walls, but when this country built for walk immigrants away from religious persecution and all other things. But you can't let 20 million. Let's forget about the community. This country was built upon. See, he's talking about the wall, but let's talk about Ellis Island. What happened to Ellis Island? Okay, let's forget about the and Trump. Let's vote for policy.
Ellis Island, we are
let's vote for policy.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Let's vote for policy.
Project 25. Let's go for it.
Exactly, sis.
Project 25. Go read
my wife. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all this. My wife, my kids, they grown, they need some help, right? And so, you can pick up the phone and dial different resources. Stuff like that, right? So we called to reach out for them to get some help with their rent. even though I did have the money, I wanted them to learn just in case I ever had financial burdens that they need to know how to do these things on their own. And so when we called, do you know what they told us on the phone? They said we can only help you if you are gay, lesbian, or have HIV.
Really?
Oh my God.
Oh.
That's dumb, man.
That's more than dumb.
Listen, I'm a man of God. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of God. I don't curse. I don't have to lie to nobody. In the state of Ohio, in order for you to get emergency help, you have to be gay, lesbian, or have HIV.
God damn.
You have to be able to prove to them what's in your bank. You have to show your bank account. You have to show light bills.
This is. I gotta be gay to get help. I gotta be gay to get help. That's not a problem to none of y'all.
No,
that don't seem strange.
That's more than strange. That sounds diabolical to me.
They are promoting. That's what they are promoting. They're trying to turn on the little boys and girls.
John, you get right on the head.
These are the policies that the Democrats installed with Barack Obama. This is Barack Obama signed into gay marriages, which I don't mind. If you're homosexual, that's your problem. But I don't believe when my daughter goes to school, when she's 8 years old, that's not the conversation y'all should be having with her. That's for me to have that conversation with her.
Exactly. Then they're telling the little kids it's okay to feel affection for another boy around them.
Okay, I agree with you, gentlemen, but I slightly disagree. But I agree that that's for you as a parent to talk to your child about. I don't necessarily agree with the gay lifestyle, but that's your thing. You're a person who's happy. You deal with that with your making when your judgment comes. But we're nowhere to judge. And so I turn my back to that. I do agree. It should not be going on before our kids. You should not be talking to my kids about letting them talk to my child. I definitely disagree.
I don't care what the gender no one want to be or whatever. I mean, their life is their life.
Right.
What policy out there that Trump is proposing that you like?
That's what I'm
What school your kids go to? Because my kids don't get back from information given to
You all have
them.
had more than 25, right?
Yep.
Okay. You read it?
Disagree with it, but go ahead.
Okay. No, I don't like it.
No, I'm saying I don't agree. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't like it. So what policy does the Democrats have that you don't like?
There's a lot of them.
Give me one.
Okay, like the young lady was involved in the conversation. I know what she was talking about. But you constantly don't file the school, but you're not putting more money into the school system.
Okay.
So
When I was in Howard, when I came from Africa, graduate school, one of the professors, you know what he asked me? Do you people live on trees?
That's your rich Republican.
Okay, that's what they asked me. But I just showed how ignorant he was, and I told him, no, we don't live on trees. We don't have animals walking in the streets, sir. But he was my professor, so you know what? I have to play a game, right? You pass the course, right? Hey, so what Kamala said doesn't make sense. It's insulting. Okay, but she's not perfect. So if she asks me that, I will let that slide. I'm looking at the policy that the two-party has. And for me, and she's breaking the glass ceiling, and for me, that's very good for females in the sense that she's showing the girls of coming up, you can be whatever you want to be if you work hard. You know, with some luck.
Here's my thing, I'm real excuse. For me, I can, knowing that Trump is convicted of all these things, right? Knowing the thing that he's been accused
Hey,
of,
Sweets, what's up? How you doing?
Right now, they have to, I lean toward the lesser two evils, but when it comes all down to put down, my selection is going to be based on policy. But when it comes to
Sweets, what's up? You hear me over here talking politics? But we're having a good, decent conversation today, man. Compared to how them did cuss me out the other day.
Because she didn't steal an election. Because she didn't have many self businesses with no experience in like the office. But then a lot of trust put about she's not qualified. She was CP. Y'all elected Trump, and he wasn't even a politician. Make that happen.
Listen, man. So let me run this back to you real quick. You being a man, I don't know if you drink or smoke or do anything like that, but I'm quite sure you've been in a social environment with other guys who are talking about women. That was a conversation that he was having among guys having drinks.
Don't matter. It got out.
Listen. Okay, but it got out. It could have been you. It could have got out when you said it.
Don't matter if it was me, then I'm dead wrong.
Based on topic, I don't think it's a big deal about having a female president. It's just depends on the face and place this person comes from, as people present political views and opinions, but background and traditional ways play a part too. Yes, you are right with all of that. But I think the opportunities here now, and I think we need to seize it with both hands. We can't start judging her before she has been given the opportunity to do the job. And I am super excited just for the fact that a woman, is there.
Incarcerated on death row and was going to let them die.
Or whatever.
You're right.
People she's thrown in prison over this week charges. She's on one time or something in jail for marijuana. We're looking at over 95 of the time.
Alright, Tony.
She's made laws that directly affect not only the black community, but those that are living in poverty.
As women, we are emotional and make bigger deals of things. You know, you're right. It would have been nice to choose which woman people can actually vote for, not just throw a woman. Well, I'm not going to say it is just throw a woman, because after all, she's the vice president. So, with the decline of Biden, who is it that they were going to choose? You know.
Okay, the law is there. That law was signed by Bill Clinton. 3 strikes and you're out. So if she's wrong, she's right. I didn't say she's right.
What he's saying is he had to do a job and follow the law that was laid out for her.
That's right. She followed the law that was laid out. I didn't say she was right.
Did she withheld evidence of people that were innocent on death row?
Correct. I agree with you. I said you're right.
That's grimy. That's
grimy. I understand.
It's people.
You are 100% correct. But what I am saying, like the last speaker said, I'm going to look for
if you're at that point to choose the better of the two evils, which one would you choose, Julius? Which one would you say is the better of the two evils?
It's Kamala. That's my vote. Okay, hold on. What if I'm going to let a policeman walk in the street and shoot him dead and nothing happens? That's what Trump wants. 100% immunity. Trump is the same that the one that's saying.
That same guy that you all keep talking about. The guy is still in prison because the guy was guilty. Why do y'all keep bringing him up when he was guilty? Regardless of what she did or did not do, the guy was still guilty. That's the whole point.
They let the people out once they got the evidence that he killed.
It still would not have exonerated him because he was guilty.
It was not one person. It was not one person. It was not one person. She did it for multiple people on the death row. It was innocent. It was not just one person. Well, why is she going to trial behind this?
But don't you think she had evidence to support her actions? Do you think she just wanted black men to be in prison? when she implemented measures to help black men who were in prison to not go back to prison. So what you are saying is conflicting.
Do you know she doesn't identify as black?
That does not matter. Look how many people are playing out white and still implement programs for black people. It does not matter.
Every magician shows you a trick to make it look like they're doing something good. What we miss is what they're doing behind our backs. It's not what we can see, it's what we can't see.
But everybody's going to be doing something behind your back. Are you going to be?
Donald Trump was the first president to ever get up and read a bill out loud. They waste so much of our money. They had money in the bill for counting fish. How do you get in the ocean to count fish? How do you do that? And it was not just against Democrats. It was a unified bill. Give them the $600. Now you gonna ask me how do I know this? I watched them read the bill myself. I watched it with my own eyes. How they waste money. They had $200 million in there for redoing museums that wasn't even open. And he asked them, so we're giving all this money out.
Listen, somebody says Kamala is gonna have your sons and daughters fighting in a war. My sons and daughters are already fighting in wars, fighting for this country. So that's not my problem. Shoot. Who? Good morning. Who? How are you? Welcome to the chat. Forgive me, my manners. And Chef Jeremy. Good morning as well. All right. Who you got the floor?
I just wanted to say one thing. If Kamala becomes president, all of us are killed.
All the what?
If Kamala becomes president, you and I are cooked.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
We are. How do I? Is there another word for cooked?
I don't know what you mean. You said
You think she'd make a good president?
she will make an outstanding president. Worse than Trump was.
Better than Trump.
I said better. I said she can't be worse than Trump because he went in with no experience, so he was winging it.
Okay.
Off the back of the law.
And just run into the fort. What is Kamala's government crimes?
What do you want us to do? What did Trump do?
What Trump do?
Yeah.
He got shot at. That's pretty cool.
What did he do? He got shot. That's pretty cool. So that's like 50 Cent. He got shot 9 times.
You know, they don't even know if it was a bullet.
He got shot. I never got shot. Right. It was a fright. It was a teleprompter.
Thank God I'm just a humble human who only makes decisions for myself.
That's why we're not getting any medical news about that, right? That was right.
If a bullet really hit him, he wouldn't have it.
Oh, we didn't get no American news because they didn't want us to know about it, man. These people. That's why we don't get the cat.
They had time for that photo op.
It was stitched, bro. He took all of us, right? He was stitched. It's all about him getting that picture with blood on his face, pumping his face. Yeah. Look at that. Go ahead, Chef. You haven't said nothing, sir.
Okay. I just wanted to say, I jumped on because I heard someone say, well, how can you trust Kamala? She's saying the right things in front of us, but what does she say behind us? Behind our backs? If you think that she's saying worse things than a person that lost a lawsuit for not renting to black people, that wanted the Central Park 5 murdered even after they were exonerated, you know, has done many things, said many things that show exactly what he thinks of black people. What do you think he's saying behind his back?
Look what he's done for the black people.
What did he do?
What did he do?
Just go in and look up. Just look up.
Come on. No, I don't want to look up.
That was a no. I was a
So the coconut tree.
Like I said, I don't have nothing on my hands.
Name one thing he's done for black people. Freeing a rapper does not count.
Neither one has done anything for black people.
Show me some real substance here.
The only reason that it made it look like crack for blacks is because, like it says in the Bible, it rains on one of the undressed. So it's just raining outside. If you leave your home, if you go outside, you're gonna get wet. If you stay inside, you're gonna get wet. So guess what? Everything that I have for everybody is gonna be outside. So if we all go outside, we're gonna reap the same thing that everybody else gets. My thing is, we have been hearing a lot about, go back to Africa, this and that. But you know what? It doesn't really seem like a bad idea because until we get ourselves together, look at Black Wall Street. The only reason we burnt down white America knew that if we get in control, we cannot have control because they know what it means for us. We need to know what it means. That's our issue. We don't know what we do have. So that's the difference of everything. Our legacy, our culture, and everything.
So why you talking about that? What you gonna do about that?
We have in us working together and getting together. Not just me, not just you, but us as a society.
Exactly, Freebird.
We're gonna have to get this thing under this.
And with that said, I definitely agree with you, but let me say this. That's part of my issue with Donald Trump, honestly. Because for me, it's not the simple phrase, make America great again. When was America great for African Americans?
Never.
Exactly. But when and I'm not judging, but when the Caucasians think that America was great for them, when they were whooping us, had us as shackles, reaping the benefits of our work for free. So when a lot of people hear this, they're like, yeah, I love Trump wants to make America great again. You don't realize to us, it's really a Rachel slap in the face. Because it was never great for us.
And I said something before I go. Our country has been ran by politicians for, I'm going to just say my age, for 42 years. But this is where America is with the Congress and the people that we have that are in charge. My first thing is that it should be limitations on how long
I went so much so.
in the Congress, the Senate, and the White House, wherever. It should be limitations on that. My second thing is we got to get a lot of these people out of there because if they've been running this country for all the years, this is where we are. This is where we are as a country. We are doing terrible. They trying to eliminate our currency. Nobody really wants to deal with us. Our job payrolls. I mean, things are just unbearable right now. The violence is out of control. The epidemics, the drug epidemics, the fentanyl, and people be like, oh, well, they're going to stop this, they're going to stop that. America is never, the government is the one that sells drugs. If a boat can float over here with cocaine in it, and we are the most protected country in the world and nobody sees it, then we have a major problem. Right. The people who we have in Congress are destroying our nation. And and I'm not, I want you to understand again before you chop my head off. The only reason that I like Donald Trump is because he's not a politician. I know y'all think, well, he don't know this, he don't know that. But for the people who don't know what to do, that's you know what?
I can respect that because he's not.
Guys, everybody's talking at once. If you're not the one who have the floor, please mute your mic.
Based upon the fact that he's not a politician, and what previous politicians have done. Okay, it's not like you're trying to say, well, his agenda is this, that, and the other, made me like Donald Trump. So I can respect that. I just can't respect people who ignore the blatant racism that he spews his show, and then tries to cover it up with, look at my African American. Look at my African American. Really?
I mean, look at the shoes they were selling.
Yeah, come on, man. Like sneakers for themselves.
Black people like sneakers.
look at the black jobs that you created.
Yeah, the black
I got
jobs.
this rapper with me. The black jobs. You know what a black job is? That's why I like to Biden's definition of a black job.
I know a black job. They can.
Hey, Joe Biden racist too, man. Joe was vice president. Joe Biden racist too, man. Yeah, all of them, man. All of them. Let's be real. Let's be real now.
Biden's so racist. Supporters of black president.
Racist towards us too. You know what's racist? Towards us too. No, we're not gonna put anybody in that position that we're all gonna like. Okay?
Y'all gonna put someone that's been lawsuits,
Vincent?
ripping people off. Y'all gonna put a person in there that's been proven to chill with.
That's the same.
Hey man, do y'all know that Social Security is about
Welcome, big kid. How you doing? Oh, I not realize I'm a mute myself.
You know that was a Project 25 agenda.
That's Project 25. It's not gonna disappear. No way.
So you don't want it to disappear?
Why should it be disappear? You paid into it.
No, but because America's a bigger law and they're handing it out a lot more.
Let's welcome Big Kid to the chat, guys.
I'm 40. I just turned 46. They said by the time I'm able to collect, it'll be little to nothing there, if there anything there at all.
You know why? Do you know why? Do you know why? And that's one part of the policy of the Biden government. You know why? Because the super wealthy people are paying zero. That's the point. So
hold on, Julius, hold on. Let's welcome Big Kid to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Big Kid.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you doing, my love?
Good morning. I'm actually great. I've been seeing all the support that Kamala is getting from black women, black men, white women, white men. So I'm actually ecstatic. So I just feel like regardless of how you feel, whether she's black or whether she's Asian, whether she's Jamaican, whether she says this, whether she says all of that doesn't matter. I mean, we can get on here and talk until we blue in the face. It's clear that our country needs to change. It's clear that Donald Trump is a con artist. It's clear that Donald Trump cares nothing about anybody but himself and rich white people. He doesn't even care about women, white women included. So it's very clear that a lot of people, and I'm not even just going to say our people, but it's very clear that a lot of I kind of hear an echo.
Somebody's mute your mics, guys, if you are not at the podium.
Yeah, it's like a loud. Yeah, so it's very clear that Donald Trump doesn't give a damn. So I feel like when we sit here and we say, oh well, I'm just gonna vote for Trump because of money, because of this, because like it's never a real spot on answer. And when you start to ask these Trump supporters what's their real intake, and you start to ask them questions, they never have a straightforward answer. It's always, well, what is Kamala doing? Kamala's not black. Kamala's this, Kamala. Regardless of anything, Trump had a chance. Trump put us in debt. As soon as he became president, he put us in debt as a country.
That's not true.
Yeah, I'm speaking, so please not do that. And it was already proven facts from his own people that are speaking out against him. His own nephew just exposed him for telling him that disabled people should just die. It's very clear that he doesn't even want to give our veterans anything. He does not care about anybody except for the rich white man. I'm not understanding why are we so combative when facts are being spoken. You see how you just hopped off. You say that's not true. When it's in fact true, these people are telling us what's going on. These people are telling us what has been done. It's proven fact. All you have to do is do your research on this. Like really listen to what these people are telling. They are telling us what he has done to ruin our country. I mean, I get it where y'all coming from. Oh, she's a woman. She might not be able to handle it. She might be able to do that. I'm not understanding where y'all get this idea from that a woman is not strong enough. Isn't your mom strong? Isn't your grandma strong? Isn't your, I'm speaking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Isn't your mother strong? Isn't your grandma strong? Isn't your sister strong? Like, aren't you guys ready for some type of change, regardless whether you like her or not? What do you like about Trump so bad that you're willing to elect him again when he didn't do anything the first time? Like, I'm just not understanding, why do you want to vote for somebody who's ready to take away women's rights, who's ready to take away healthcare, who's ready to take away the educational system, who's ready to take away our history, who's ready to be in control, who said the very first day, if he is elected as president, he wants to run everything. He wants to take control of everything. This man does not care about anybody. He doesn't even care about his own family, to the fact that his own nephew Fred, which Fred already exposed him, and they already spoke about this on national TV. His nephew Fred wanted to do something positive in this country when Trump was elected. They have disabled people in their own family.
Oh, maximum
and Trump
people
told him disabled people don't even need to even be alive. They just need to just die. So I have a nephew that's disabled. Do you think that Trump gives a damn about him? No. Do you think that Trump gives a damn about you? Trump can see you outside today, and he's gonna walk past you. He's gonna look at you like you're crazy. He's gonna look at you and ignore you. Trump does not care about you. So the fact that y'all are going to bet and arguing people down and tell people, oh, because she doesn't qualify. How does she not qualify?
Okay,
She worked her ass off. How does she not qualify?
May I interject something here, please? So, when you say that we want to have a different change, what you don't understand is, as long as the same party is in Congress, nothing is going to change. And so what people don't really understand is, the president is not the one that has the country in debt. It is those that we voted in different offices. They are the one that create the law. They are the one that passed the bills. They are the one that has us in debt. Like I told y'all a few minutes ago, when Donald Trump read the bill,
Alexandria.
It exposed what they're putting in these bills that we don't have knowledge about. What they're doing with our money.
Yep.
So the president is a puppet. The president is a puppet. The people in Congress are the terrible ones. Listen, Nancy Pelosi is worth $250 million when she never makes over $237,000 a year. And you don't understand why they don't run for president. It's because they make more money in Congress than payoffs. They don't want to be the president.
Okay.
How does Donald Trump come up? How does Donald Trump come up? Wait a minute. I'm speaking. How does Donald Trump come up? How does Donald Trump come up and run for president when you got Mitt Romney, you got Bernie Sanders, you got Nancy Pelosi, you got Mark Schumer, you got all these people in Congress that are qualified to be the president. But they're getting so many kickbacks, they don't want it. Yeah. They making money to sell us out.
They're selling us.
The whole party. The whole party has to go.
That's why they hate Trump so much, because he exposed both sides.
Both sides. He exposed both sides.
He exposed the rhinos in the Republican parties that's selling us, and he exposed the Democrats. Oh, absolutely. That's why both sides, they hate him. And my dear, I'll tell you something. Can I say something? When you say that Trump doesn't have problem with it, listen, you're trying to tell me, I'm looking at you, you're a black woman. You're trying to tell me, you know, and I talk to my black friends, right? I'm a white woman, and I'm immigrant. Listen, in biracial marriage, doesn't matter. I'm not voting at, you know, identity politics. I don't give a damn. She could be a guy. She could be a freaking, you know what, an orange, purple guy. I don't give a damn. I'm voting based on policies. You're trying to tell me that I'm going to vote for somebody based on, because she's a woman and her biggest platform is about unaliving kids with the clinics they are being put in the black neighborhoods. This is what you're trying to say to black women. Say vote for her.
First
Do you
of all,
understand? And I'll tell you
stop
something.
that right there, please.
Hold on a
Let's
second.
stop that right there. Can we please stop running with this argument that people are trying to say?
Listen, I'm talking. I didn't interrupt you. Let me continue, okay? You can say whatever you want after I finish. As a woman, don't tell me that, you know what, Democrats are so pro-women rights. They weren't around where women were getting fired from jobs for not getting experimental shots, okay? That's for starting. They're not around. Where all the Democratic parties, where little girls are being raped in the bathrooms and being harassed in the gym rooms. Where are they? You know what? Men took over women's sports, women's spaces. Do you think I have 2 boys? If one of my sons would decide to dress up as a woman and go to women's bathroom, I don't know. I'm not going to say what I would do to him. You know what I'm saying? And you and Democrats saying that's absolutely fine. You know what? They make mockery out of women. And you're telling me that Democrats are pro-women? Please spare me with this one. As a woman, you know what happened to me? I was very, very sick. I was dragged by 4 cops from my doctor's office because I had exemptions not to wear a mask, but nobody wanted to validate this. I was dragged by 4 cops. Where are all these women standing up for me when you say, and I live in Democratic City, and talking about women, I'll tell you something. My girlfriend, she's black, right? She's on food stamps. You know how much she's getting right now? $713. You know how much illegal gets in New York? Who just came here, and she worked for 25 years here on one job, right? Listen to this one. Illegal, who never worked, who never contributed to New York City, to our society, America as a whole, is getting $1,400 a pop. And you're talking about Trump doesn't care about veterans? Listen, Democrats, before before Republicans took over the House, they gave $66 billion to illegals and $3 billion to veterans, homeless veterans.
Okay.
Do you understand? $66 billion to illegals and $3 billion.
Hold on a minute. Y'all talk about when y'all use the word illegal. I don't know why. I know why I get so triggered when you all say, because you all say illegals as though those are not human beings.
To me, listen.
As though those are not people with feelings and family.
Been coming over here for decades, so y'all making it seem like
If everybody can't talk at the same time, one at a time.
Okay, I'll tell you something why I call them illegals. For almost 20 years, I was called legal alien. Nobody bothered. Nobody. All of a sudden, Democrats start changing the definitions, and because somebody got triggered, and we start changing definitions. For 20 years, I was a legal alien. The rest, they were coming here without the papers. They were illegal aliens. This is how you understand. I'm a legal alien, and I'm fine with this. So let's call them. And you know what? Undocumented, they are documented because you know what? To be here and get all the freebies, you have to have documentation. So please stop saying that they're undocumented. To get free hotel room, they have to have some kind of form of, ID. To get
something.
To get prepaid cards in New York, they're getting prepaid 10,000 cards, right? for getting free health care. Can you go to a doctor with no ID and get checked by a doctor? No, you can't. Can you?
Yes, it's called a clinic.
Can you go to a clinic and have no ID, nothing, and be checked by a doctor?
Yes.
Not in New York City.
That's New York chicken, and I'm in D.C. But now back to you as far as the legal immigrants, let's be real. I ain't heard a Democratic candidate in no type of race say anything about stopping or building a wall to stop immigrants from coming when this country is built upon immigrants coming. Once again, Ellis Island and New York.
Yes, but do you understand?
No. We listen to you, and I'm not, and I have nothing against your perspective. I just see little areas in it where I think you might be looking at it wrong, because my point is this country was built not upon white settlers or black settlers, built upon everyone coming in for different reasons. That's what made this country what it is. Now all of a sudden you want to chop it off and stop people from coming for whatever reason.
Okay, you hear my accent. You hear me.
Yeah, let me finish. Yeah, what I'm saying is this. That's not the Democrats doing, that's the Republicans, but you support Trump.
I am listening. Listen to this one.
Record for talking about grabbing women by their privates.
I am an immigrant. I am an immigrant. I'm against illegal migration because I'm against to fund. Do you understand that we had to give up in New York school and kids in a poor neighborhood had to give up school to host illegals? That's okay. Are you okay with the poor neighborhoods closing the facilities for poor black kids to play sports, to host illegals and stuff? Are you okay with this?
Wait, one at a time.
Ma'am, can he finish?
Everybody can't talk at the same time. We're not gonna hear.
It's a city thing, and no, I'm not all right with it. That's the problem. What I'm saying, you can't expect. Okay, for example, you can't expect for. Okay, you're talking about your friend with the food stamps, right? You got 700. This will get 40. They give it to you based on how many kids you have and what your situation is. Okay. Then on top of that, we're talking about illegal immigrants who come here. Yeah, but eventually a lot of them come in and just become productive citizens. I like the fact that the Republican Party talks about illegal immigrants come here. Yeah, they're the ones that's killing people and doing. Not all of them who come here, illegal immigrants who come here, are out here to kill anybody or to cause problems. A lot of them want just a better way of life and a better chance to raise their children. And that's what this country is built on.
Ma'am,
That's why
please let him talk. Ma'am. Like, when you talk too long, please stop.
You got it, Katie. Go ahead, Mom. Because I know you have some too.
No, you was speaking it. I want to hear what you were saying.
25 minutes straight. Let that woman speak. She's an immigrant. She knows us what time it is.
Yeah,
We need to shut up.
If I'm telling you, listen, if I'm telling you as an immigrant, when I see my American brothers and sisters in America that gave me so much opportunity, right? Taking the resources. Do you understand? The biggest, I'm living in such a dirty city. We gave up trash collection to fund immigrants. We have rats problems. And you know what? Those rats are not on Park Avenue. You know where they are? In the freaking Bronx, in the low-income neighborhoods. This is not, you know what? Listen, they are in low, if you're not going to wake up, because you know what? Democrats are not supporting. You know where they're blabbing those immigrant facilities? Do you understand where they're blabbing? They're not blabbing them.
I'm not getting the connection, but let's just listen.
Don't cut her off, let her talk. Shut up.
You shut up.
Please be quiet, not shut up. Oh Lord. Guys, can we just be respectful to each other? One at a time. When somebody else is talking, can we mute our mics, please?
You come up with that bullshit, that locker room talk. Oh, he grabbed pussy, bro. Let me tell you something. You sit in a room full of women by themselves with a bottle of wine, and your ass are here worse. Don't come up with that.
I'm not in a public figure. That's the point. That's what I said. Figure that got caught.
That was a private conversation.
And they got out. He's a public figure. That he wasn't his partner and put it out there. Or not his partner, but within his inner circle, put it out there.
Hold on, we're gonna come to a crossroads right now. I don't want y'all to be cussing in the chat, please. That's not my energy. That's not my space, please. That's not what I entertain. No cussing, please. Can we have a civil conversation and agree to disagree respectfully?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So let's go, cause
I'm gonna finish listening to the brother. Go ahead.
Okay.
But you backing up Harris, which is fine. I don't really care.
I'm not backing up Harris. You missed it. I never said
you don't. But I'm saying.
I don't want you to have a wrong idea. Let me say this. I never backed up Harris. And what I said earlier in the conversation you got on was, I don't think either candidate's ideal. I'm going to base on policies and what I think is the lesser of the two evils. But I'm all ears.
Okay, I'll forgive you. Forgive me for that, then. I thought you were a Harris fan. My point is this. I don't really care who anybody votes for. But don't vote on the fact that woman, from the color of her skin, that woman does not have what it takes to be a president. I'm not saying Trump does. I'm speaking just about Harris. Trump has his own issues, trust me. But Harris has no foreign policy. She has nothing she's done that's going to benefit us. And what I'm looking at is, I don't care if it's a woman. I just want the right woman in there so my children have a future. And as I see right now, these past 4 years, my children don't have a future.
That's right.
And all we're going to get is the same politics we've been having.
That's right.
Okay. We've been voting Democrat for 100 years.
Yep.
What have they gave us?
Okay.
What have they done for us? Nothing. They done nothing. They gave women pay increase. That was for the women. They gave gays rights and protection. That was for the gays. They gave immigrants, things. But what did they give the black community? What did they give the black people? That's what I want to know.
Can y'all stop trying to make it seem like that y'all care so much about the black community? Because the sound of your voice
so much. No, you not care about
Hold on.
You don't tell me what to think.
Stop acting like
You don't tell me what to think.
I never told you.
Why would not?
First of all, what I'm saying is, let's stop acting like that because he didn't do anything, just because of the black community. Let's stop acting like that, because one thing for sure, two things for certain, y'all don't care about the black community. Y'all just trying to.
You come to that conclusion, genius.
Please,
How did you come to that conclusion, genius?
you sound. First of all, are you? I'm not even trying to sound rude.
You are very
Okay, call me what you want, but at the end of the day, call me
just a child.
what you want, and you sound like a hillbilly who just wants to have something to say.
You sound like a fool.
Please be quiet. Let's stop acting like, he did this for the woman, he didn't do anything for her. Let's stop doing it. The fact of the matter is, as Brandon said, neither one of them is going to give us everything that we want. Neither one of them. But when we sit and we break it down, Kamala Harris actually is educated. She's a smart woman. She actually worked her way. She actually did things that qualify her to even take on this role just a little bit. Even if you look at it like that, okay, well, she doesn't qualify, whatever. She qualifies just a little bit. Trump qualifies at all. He does not qualify at all. He's a TV star. A TV star, for God's sakes, who does not care about anything but himself and but the rich white man. And I keep saying it. Why do we keep trying to take away from her? Like, why are we doing it? I get it, okay, don't vote for her just because she's black. Don't vote for her because she's a woman. Don't vote for her because... So, I'm not understanding what's the issue. Even if people do want to vote for her because she's black, and I told people this yesterday, it's a lot of Gen Z who are under the age of 20, whatever the case may be, who
be real here. 40 years.
Ma'am. Let's just be real here. It's just the fact of the matter of right from wrong. Who is the better candidate? Who is more qualified? Who is more educated? Who has more to offer? Who already had a chance and failed? Who, like, I'm just not understanding. And like I told somebody yesterday, a lot of Gen Z are making up a lot of the votes. You want to know why? Because when President Barack Obama was in office, a lot of people who are like Gen Z, they didn't have a chance to vote because they were too young. But their parents and their families was voting for him. Why was they voting for him? Because one, he was black, and because two, he offered something better than the other party did. That's just what it was. I mean, it just all boils down to she just ends up being a woman. That's just what it is. It's not that we're voting for her because she's a woman. She's the better pick who ends up being a black woman. That's just what it is. So I feel like you guys are trying to feed off of this, because she's a black woman.
Nobody's playing the identity politics. I'll tell you something. You said that the first thing that you said when you got up here. Trump in 40 years brought the lowest black unemployment, okay, my dear?
That's not true.
Was telling, one party in 2020, when I came with black and black, right? And he said, listen guys.
That is not true.
I want you to listen to you. Check it out. I'm telling you facts. You can check it out. Okay?
That's not true.
Okay, so I'm trying to say, when ICE brought a Platinum plan, it was for black Americans, right? Democrats, Biden and Harris, said we don't have time for you. Trump was the only one to sit down and say we're going to implement it. Okay? Harris told you they weren't for you. They were doing. You know, your community is the most affected by those crises, right? You don't see the inflation. The inflation is double. Okay? It was up to almost 10% in 2020. Who do you think suffers the most? Do you think the rich suffer the most? No. So it's our poor folks.
But inflation happened because of the pandemic. What do you say?
The buck stops with Biden. So listen, at some point the gas was a little bit higher under Trump, right? They blamed him. I can send you. Schumer was standing in New York screaming at Trump. It's all your fault because gas is so expensive. It was like at $2 something. We have gas in some states. In California, my friend is paying over $6.
Yeah.
I'm paying $3.80 here. Whose fault is it? Please stop. Before was the pandemic, then was Putin.
It's Biden's fault.
And now it has been tried for everything. It's always everybody.
Is that over?
The Democrats. But when Trump was in power, it was always everything was his fault.
May I speak? Can I speak? I've been waiting patiently.
Okay, Michael is asking to speak patiently. Go ahead, Michael.
I think that we keep missing the key point that I made. Number one, about inflation. That comes from the country printing money that doesn't cover the goal that we have. Every time we print money to send you Ukraine or to do these policies, it affects the American people. And it's happening all around the world. Don't get me wrong, it is. But I'm talking about the American situation is when we print money, it creates inflation. Now, our inflation has went up to almost 15% during these last 4 years. It has went up, which means that money is being wasted and it's not being invested here in America. A lot of countries do not respect us because of the LGBTQ and things of that nature. I'm just being honest. I'm not knocking nobody.
Okay.
Certain colonies in Africa won't deal with us. Certain countries have stopped the trades with us because of the things that we are practicing here in this country. I'm not trying to knock anybody. I'm just stating when we look at it, we keep talking about Trump and Harrison. It's not them. These are the puppets that are going to be elected. We have to clear out our Congress. Look, what I'm saying is, okay, vote for Kamala Harris. Vote for her. But then vote for Republican new blood. Change it up. Something has to change, because if we just vote for her, what we're having now, we're going to continue to have in this country. I do numbers. My wife, I wish my wife was here. She'd tell you I'm amazing with numbers. By the numbers, we will be starving in 4 years. I transport people.
I was
now
4 years ago.
Wait a minute. Let me finish, please, sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know you're agreeing with me, but I have bad memory. I have bad memory, so let me get it out. But I transport elderly people every day that are 70, 75 years old, that their sugar is so low because they have no food. Now they spent 40 years of their life working and paying taxes in this country to turn around and get $850 a month, and the majority of them are staying in senior citizen homes. Everybody's familiar with that. And so the senior citizen home is taking $700 of their check for rent, and then they are left with $100, and then they have to pay for their they gotta pay for their medical insurance. The government monitors their accounts. They're not allowed to have more than $1,000 a year. Now, I think what people miss is the elderly, though their life is further behind them than ahead, they are responsible for our generations. They are the reason that we're here. They are our grandmas, our mothers. And what this Democratic Party, I'm talking about the Congress, not the president. And we are fools to believe that they let 81-year-old Joe in the mental and physical capacity that he's in right now to believe that he's been making decisions. We know better than that.
I agree.
We know better than that. And so the only thing I'm saying is that the reason that I'm voting for Trump, the reason that I'm a Democrat that's voting Republican. I'm a Democrat that's voting Republican. Because something has to change. My children go to school and they're walking down the halls and they see a little boy that was a boy on Friday and he's a girl on Tuesdays. Oh gosh. At school, they're 10, 11 years old. Do you know scientifically your mind is not fully developed until you're 25 years old? Why are they attacking the mind of our kids? And everybody is okay with this?
This is not right. I ask myself, I'm a minister. I ask myself, what laws have Donald Trump passed that is went against the Bible? I'm not trying to force my religion on anybody. I'm talking about from my point of view, what laws had he passed that went against God's word? So with Kamala Harris, all we get is the same agendas. What's going to change? What is going to change? Y'all telling me y'all good with paying $8 for a carton of eggs? Y'all cool with paying $4 for gas? Y'all good with that?
You ain't go down.
Hey guys, you know what's gonna change? When Trump makes it, the gas pump, we're gonna pay a lot less at the gas pump. We're paying way too much. Let me tell you, I'm a disabled Iraq veteran. I moved to Mexico 2 years ago, but I crossed Monday through Friday to go to work. Let me tell you, it's terrible. California's economy sucks. I gotta stay close by because my kids are right in San Diego. Come on, baby. Hey, sorry about the background noise. Let me mute my mic. I'm at the gym here in Mexico. It's kind of loud. I get this workout on. Hey, I hope you guys like my video. I posted a video of the wall before Trump and after Trump. And you can see how people could just walk over it before Trump. It's a little harder now to get over.
Okay. Welcome, Paradise. Welcome into the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by. What do you have to add to the conversation? Yard Foods,
I would like
to
add something to the conversation. So, I'm not into politics like that, but I've been into it recently, been watching the news and all that stuff. And I'm not really left-leaning, right-leaning. I'm more like, I want change. Because in the Obama years,
I was young. I remember whenever I was young, and I remember in schools, they would always push Obama onto us. Always, always, always. Literally, I thought that guy was God at that point. But then I realized that they were voting for the wrong people. Not the wrong people, just the wrong people with the wrong mindset. And this mindset is going to keep us, getting us into debt, getting us into stuff that we can't dig ourselves out of. Because obviously we are going into debt if bills are being crazy prices and shit like that. Food stamps is not even coming through, quite frankly, because I got food stamps whenever I was in Trump years.
But if you were, hold on, don't let me disturb you a little bit. The circumstance that caused you to need food stamps in the Trump years, those circumstances still exist in your life, so you need the food stamps still?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And you don't get it?
No, ma'am. It's been 4 months by now. 4 months since I put that application in. On top of that, I can't even really shop for myself. Now I'm eating warm-up meals. We eat warm-up meals over here. Noodles. I'm fine with that. I'm fine. At least I'm eating. But shit, I want a meal. I want a meal. I want side. My mother told me three meals.
Tito, I wouldn't qualify. They wouldn't even give me a can of milk on food stamps.
That's sad.
That's not sad. That's not sad to me.
Why they can't give you a can of milk? If you needed a can of milk. You said they didn't give you a can of milk?
No, they wouldn't. I've never had food stamps since I've been in this country almost 30 years. I've never had food stamps. How have you
been living these years?
Beg your pardon?
How have you been living these past 4 years?
How? I've been living well, just as well as I was living prior.
You should, yes, ma'am. But I'm young, I'm Gen Z, and I seen how my mother lived, and she has a house right now that she possibly can't even barely afford now because mortgage has been raised. I've seen
that has hit me hard, I must admit. That has hit me hard, really, really hard. My mortgage went up. My mortgage went up 33%.
Then Nova, what state are you in?
I'm in Florida.
You're in Florida?
Yes.
How much is the gas prices out there?
Oh my gosh.
341 to 360, depending on where you go and what area of town.
It just depends. All honesty, it varies because we have so many gas stations.
But not that long ago, it was around 387. I remember that.
Oh wow!
Everything seems to be over $3. I'm $3.39.
We're still around $4 here in California.
Oh my gosh!
A little over $4, yeah.
That's terrible. See, whenever
that's how it was under Obama. We were over $5, almost $6 a gallon under Obama.
Oh, we had $8 a gallon with Obama.
Under Trump, our gas prices almost got to under $3.
Yeah, we were around 260 was the average, 250, depending on which gas station, but yes.
I either get the gas on the base or I get gas at Costco. Now I get gas here in Mexico because it's cheaper.
Mexico gas. The thing is, with these elections, I hate the word. I know it's been going around. Google it. We shouldn't just be Googling stuff. We should actually be researching stuff. Because if you just Google it and click the first thing that you see, it could literally...
Any John Doe website can come up on Google and give you any information.
Yeah, because Google isn't how it used to be. I remember how Google used to be, and it's not how it used to be at all. That's all I have to say about it. Because just make educated votes. Don't just vote. If you don't like the person, that's fine, that's cool. But what are the good things that has happened?
I'll tell you the bad things that happened under Biden and Harris. Let me tell you, the people that are crossing the border right now, they're not Mexican. Let me tell you. You know why they're not Mexican? Because Mexico's economy is booming. All these people that are coming are from the Middle East. They're coming from other countries that want to do very bad things. There are some of them for decent people that came from Haiti. There's a lot of Haitian people crossing over, and they just want to work. They work their asses off here in TJ. You know, do whatever job they can do to live good. But I'm telling you, the people that really want to go to the U.S. are bad people.
I seen on the.
It's not all bad people.
I'm sorry?
It's not all bad people who want to come to the U.S.
They're not all bad people, but the ones
I mean,
that there was like a lot of these, like, I guess, where are they, like tags or whatever that they put on their wrists? Yeah, wrist bracelets, and those indicate child trafficking. So during those times they were crossing that border, they snipped those bands off those babies, and they all crossed that border. And I know just a bunch of them.
That's their ownership. That's what cartel owns them, and that's how much they owe the cartel money.
And I've been seeing like also like just cargoes of like cars just filled with kids, literally all over TikTok, filled with kids.
You know why kids are coming across the border? I put it on my TikTok. You guys watch Sound of Freedom?
Why?
Well, let me tell you. Biden and Harris, they did away with the DNA testing. So why would you bring a kid that's not your kid across the border? You know why you bring that kid? Because it's dollar sign. You know how much a liver goes for on the black market? $80,000. A heart, $150,000. So where are they doing the surgery? They're not doing it at the hospital. They're doing it at a doctor's house.
She looked evil. She looks evil.
That's why when Congress just asked Mayorkas, where are the children now? Where are the children that have been crossing during this administration? I don't know. I remember.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I'm in Florida, right? Do you think that there's an immigration problem in Florida?
Most definitely. Yeah. I worked in Dollar General. They were always up in there.
All right. So who do you think benefits from the immigration issue in Florida?
You know what the increase to the immigration is? Because they're able to get everything for free. Handouts. They're putting them in 5-star hotels.
So I'm asking who benefits from this.
Was that who's benefiting from
Yeah,
it?
foods. What's so?
Okay. So understand this, right? There's an immigration problem in Florida, but it's not talked about because the Republican Party benefits from it the most.
The Republican Party? Every rich person benefits. It's not one party.
No.
If you have dollars, how do you figure the Republican Party benefits the most?
I'm going to tell you the problem.
Yeah, are you going to tell me?
Yes. And you can go look. You can research this. The majority of the votes that are coming from Florida, where I'm from, the South Bay area, vote Republican are from Cuban descent. They're the most from this. They just don't talk about it.
How about this? So maybe, I'm not sure what nationality you are, but who benefited the least from Harris? What demographic?
You can't blame.
I'm from California. I'm from California.
How do you blame Harris on human trafficking? Has human trafficking been around before or after she got here?
Well, it's always been there, but it got worse. It got worse.
All right, so wait a minute.
Way worse. You know how it got worse? They stopped the DNA testing.
The border is open now.
Wait. How many presidents has it been before now? How many?
I mean, Trump tried to build a
Trump
wall.
47.
No. A wall.
46.
You know, it's been how many?
47.
What's that?
47. If Trump wins, it'll be number 47.
Okay, it'll be number 47. How long has that border been open?
How long has the border been open?
And we didn't sell materials for 5 cents on the dollar.
Here's the thing. We want to point it at one person, but this has been an issue since you can go back as far as almost Reagan. This has always been an issue. It's just been passed down. So you can't say one political party is the fault for human trafficking. Human trafficking did not just exist; it been existing. We're just trying to attack attention to the party to make the other party.
But having the Wild West area south of our border where things can happen opens the possibility of it happening and
So I have a question for you.
A petri dish of where it can grow.
So
we get it under control. So then it doesn't continue to happen. At least know where you're at.
So the border crossing numbers are down. So who what is, yes, they are.
No, Danny, you're wrong about that. Those are border crossings down from Mexico.
Okay, what's the reason for that? Let me guess. Trump was the reason for that, correct?
Hey, Mexico's economy is
if they're having anxiety about their time limit closing because Trump's going to possibly win, then sure, there's their own anxiety and you can blame it on Trump if you want. But can I say something real quick about that border? After Trump won election and was building the wall, Congress tried to blockade him every which way they could on building it. However, after Biden came in office, then they wanted to procure funding for fencing at the border. But this happens after they sell the materials for the wall, which were already paid for and procured for 5 cents on the dollar. So make it make sense. And why are we going out full circle and wasting money when we just solve the issue?
Wasting money. So did the Republicans not pass the bill that was passed down when it came to immigration? Because Trump told them not to? Did they not?
No, because that bill was with Ukraine.
No.
How come are we getting money to Ukraine for their border?
Listen, that was a bill.
I agree with him on that. We're sending money somewhere else.
You give
all that double standard stuff doesn't make any sense.
Politics is
double standards.
Politics is you give a little, you get a little.
Hey, Johnny, I have a question for you.
No.
What you just say about
1 day at a time.
That's
9/11
All right, somebody we went back to Obama. Somebody said something about Obama. What did we say about
9/11? You want that to happen again? It's on the verge right now. Let me tell you.
So wait a minute, whoa. Obama was not president when 9/11 happened. Check.
Hey, it doesn't matter if Obama was president. I know when he was president. I was in Iraq when he became president.
I was in the Navy.
How you gonna ask me? Do we want something to happen
if you want 9/11 to happen again? Because Biden and Harris are the ones that screwed everything up.
How?
Just want to say bye. I started following you.
That's
right.
You're letting all these people cross it over.
So wait. So let me get this straight, right? Because I just heard two different statements. Border crossing has been down, and then you're saying you're letting all these people.
Hey, Yanni, only the border crossing from Mexican people's down because Mexico's economy is booming over here. The people that are crossing the southern border are not Mexicans. That's why it shows that it's down. No, it's way up.
So how do you know who's Mexican? How do you know?
Hey, brother, if you want, fly out over here, man. You more than welcome to stay at my house. I got 2 houses here in Mexico.
How do you determine? How do you determine who's Mexican and who is from another nationality when crossing the border? I mean, I'm not at the border.
I don't see any Mexican with tinted eyes. I'll tell you that much.
They got
So we want. All right. So check this out. So you want to give immigration the high stand, right? So you want to paint the immigration issue, which the Republicans have one in Florida. They just don't talk about it because it benefits them. So we gonna give it take. We gonna give.
What they need to do? We need to just come through the door, not through the wall.
They come. They come up here in boats. They float across and come in boats.
Okay.
So they come in boats. And that's a fact. They come in boats.
Okay, right. So when you come through the boat, where you gotta go? You gotta go through a port of entry, right? A port of entry.
You know where the port of entry is at? Wherever the boat land at.
Speaking of ports of entry at the southern border, there's an app for that. Did you know that? That's crazy.
Why are we just looking at
7 NGA points?
Wait, why are we just looking? See, this is the thing.
Anybody doesn't know when you're crossing on a boat that you have to contact the immigration. Like, you know, that's why you have. That's why you have the immigration card.
Wait.
Right?
How you gonna contact immigration when they're not? This is not legal. This is not legal.
But the news themselves, they said it out of their ass. We watched it on live. They said it out their ass that my bad. They said it that there is an app for them to make an appointment for a port of entry for him. And whoever's saying that I don't know anything, watch the news. Like seriously, come on now. I watch this news damn near every day. I know what I'm talking about.
So again, all right. So y'all want immigration, right? So could you explain could you explain this to me? So I'm going to slide over a little bit. I'm going to move the goalposts a little bit. Can you please explain to me why would he want immunity for the police?
Immunity for the police? I never heard that.
I never heard that.
He's already said it about 3 times. He wants full immunity for the police.
Who said that?
Trump.
It's okay.
Go look it up. He said.
It sounds like one of those project ones.
That's not a project that came out of his mouth just recently.
Guys, y'all see what I'm dealing with? Pretty soon I'm gonna be out of this, you know, because y'all know I just come from work and tired. I just decided let me open up this live and, you know, go and talk with my people. But I can tell you, the conversation over here is warm. Half of the time, my eye them open, but my brain asleep.
So it's okay for him to say,
you know, guys, oh, they see me too, yeah, them.
I don't care.
Oh, them tired. So, may I tell them, say bye. May I give them till 1:30.
That's what Trump said.
May I give them till 1:30. So we have 27 minutes to go.
Okay, so somebody Google this.
You post it?
No problem. Guess what? Send me I posted it yesterday, day before yesterday.
Okay.
Andrea, how are you, my love?
You can just Google it, right? You can Google it.
Research it.
I am here, my love, having a conversation over here. Andrea, heard you guys are having a lot of girls. We've been having rain from last week Friday.
He said that
from last week Friday we've been getting rain non-stop. I want to show you something I'm making, Andrea. Because I know say you like sweet and I make it look sweet.
It sounds like a project 2025.
When I make it look sweet, then you know say you like it. You have to make one video of this. Look what I make, Andrea. You see?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the comments.
I'm sorry.
You know what is, Andrea?
I watch Fox and then I have my.
You know what I make? Guess, make a good guess and tell me what I make. Girl, oh my gosh, you. But I start saying everybody lives so far and can't taste it.
Out of his mouth. Live TV at that. Live TV. He said that.
See this?
And he repeated it.
Andrea, I'm saying, all you see me there, I talk about some of the pan diet.
We're going to play race, right? Why would the person, and he repeated it.
You see that, Andrea? Guess how I'm make. Just guess. Oops, something is wrong here. here, man. We can't do this.
That same police department, right? What did they do?
Okay.
They unalived an Australian white lady. How about that? Years before George Floyd.
And guess what happened to that? But guess what happened to that police officer? He went to jail.
Yeah, how many years did he get? How many years did he get? He was from Somalia. You know him?
He went to jail.
How many years did he get?
I don't remember. He went to jail.
For a couple of years?
Do you police wait? When they kill, I'm sorry. When they unalive, I'm sorry. When they unalive black
Australian girl, and it was the same thing that the other police officer, right?
When they unalive black
girls. Hey, this white girl, right? She called the police department in Minnesota, the same police department that was with George Floyd. Yeah. And when she called, right, what did she say? She said, I hear unwelcome ass in the alley. And it sounds like someone is getting beat.
No.
Two Somalian police officers from Minnesota show up.
You know, say on a corner door.
Girl goes down there to the
Me
car,
I got
knocks on the window.
Listen.
And that other officer that was driving shot at
Listen.
the passenger and shot and killed her. Unalived her, right? Yeah, what do you know about that?
Let me tell you. No, I am having a live on TikTok as well. So we are talking because there are people over there who are adamant that Kamala Harris shouldn't be voted for, shouldn't be voted in. So I'm just opening up my platform to talk to my friends over there, and so I double stream over here. So when I mute over there, let them have the conversation, and then I talk to you over here, because you know it's the politics season, and I'm listening. Yeah, but you say me donut and what you say and corn muffin. You know say no corn, Andrea? And a corn. That's sweet potato bun and sweet potato donut. Sweet potato bun and sweet potato donut.
Because she's not black.
Okay, so pause. I'm gonna go in, all right?
Hey, send it to me, brother.
Okay.
I'm all welcome. And you're more than welcome to come to my house. I'll put you all over to the lady in office. And we can go check out the wall together.
Why is it that you feel like you can't put, and she just said you can't put the lady in office?
Hey, not only did I check out the wall, but I also been to the southern border of Mexico, Chiapas, and Guatemala. To check out the heart of it. Okay?
This is, you know, I love, again, we point to.
Why not give her a chance and support her and not be so biased of her gender and color? That is exactly what I say. That is exactly what I say. You understand?
But I know some he just brought
people, but you understand?
You know what? It is a thing. And let me tell you, Trump's wall is amazing. It slows people down. But this wall before, and look at my videos. Look at my video of the wall before Trump and the wall after.
Okay, so is the wall the main?
I mean, the thing I find is I find a lot of men who are saying that they don't want her, and they haven't been coming with any policies on which she is running that is supposed to justify them not wanting her to be the president. So for some reason, I feel as though it is a woman thing. I think a lot of these men do not want her to answer to a woman, and I think they feel as though their egos are going to be bruised if a woman becomes the president. So some of them are saying, oh, any woman but Kamala. Why any woman but Kamala when she is the first woman to have ascended to this level?
We have high
That is my question.
We don't have anyone needing to be driving on that area. Damn right we can.
Once they get on legally, we know that we're bringing in people who do not have criminal records and want to be with little kids. That's what. What do you mean? I'm responding to a comment in the comments.
Okay. Anyone change his mind when something happened to him, and it happened to him by an immigrant that came here illegally. Maybe once it affects him.
Yes, Mrs. Clinton tried. She tried her best, but she was defeated. And I think the men had something to do with that. Yeah, because they don't want a woman. And people are saying now, oh, they didn't want a white woman like Clinton. Why you think they're going to take a black woman? But you see, times and things have changed, and it is the population that is voting that will make that determination. So I really don't know.
So how do you control that?
Wait till something happens to you or your family, and then you'll be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to.
But it's an open platform where everybody is where the people are sharing their opinions rather.
Yeah, but we can also limit the crime.
So you wait. Okay, so we limit the crime, right? All right, so we can limit the crime. Hold on. Have you did the crime rate statistic? Have you ever done it?
Have you?
Yes.
Okay, so what are you talking about?
I remember Kamala was running for president. Remember Kamala was running for president before she dropped out.
Comes from whites.
That's so funny.
I see a lot of black
You know why you see black on black crime? Because it's highlighted.
It's highlighted, but at the same time it happens. They want to that's pretty. It's pretty ironic because
we blind of what really goes on to the world. If you look at statistics, you'll see that a lot of crime.
I know statistics, but at the same time,
78 million illegal boys. People are talking about real issues. You know, they're talking about issues like gas prices. They're talking about
people who are supposed to be loving each other. This BLK movement. Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be a movement to bring black people together. Nah, there's still crime going on.
They're talking about real issues, but what I think they're missing is what are the choices we have, because it's the government, and I don't think anything much is going to change. But the fact that the red side has been so outrightly disrespectful, unpresidential, unprofessional. Those are the things that I look at. You know, not just the fact that Kamala is a woman, she's black, she's Jamaican, part Jamaican, all of that, which I know personally are not qualifying qualities for choosing your president. But that's my choice. Yeah, even if she was a black shoes, I would vote for her. It all depends on the electors in November election and the popular vote. Exactly. It's a hard road to travel, my friend, and a mighty long way to go. But I don't think the other one. I don't like his politics at all.
I have my opinions about the black people that I've been around.
Yeah, I don't like his politics at all. And I think him wanting to go back in now is not so much for the country's sake. I don't think he's patriotic. Patriotic is not about the country. He wants to go back for his own ego. He wants to go back for revenge. You know, hear the man say last week, if him win, when him going there, him go decertify the 2020 election and tell himself say he win. So imagine in a 2028, he's not going to want to come out of the White House because him go say the government won 4 years. that's just how I see it. Because if I'm going to decertify the election and say Biden never win or him win, so that means say Biden served 4 years that was not his. So him a go decertify that election, run this 4 years and run our next 4 years till 32. Child, please.
I'm like, it's like that. It was comical.
I ain't never seen
It's sad that they would be taking advantage of the kids.
You right, it is sad that you take advantage of the kids, but you can't blame. You can't blame. Wait, you can't blame Trump for it. Listen, you can't blame Trump for it, and you cannot blame. Harris. Okay, so tell me this here. All right, so since didn't one of the somebody was running in Georgia get accused of messing with children and Trump backed him?
Yep.
People are acting like the border just, like they went to bed one night and then the border just popped up. The border has been there for as long as time has been.
You're just saying it right now, so
I'm not just saying it, it's a fact.
Put it on your profile, bro. I just watched your videos.
Listen.
Come on, man.
So I'm telling you, listen, one thing I could debate you on is politics all day. I just can't think of the guy's name. When Trump was running, he was president. He was sitting president. And there was a guy that got accused of messing with kids. He was accused of it, and Trump backed him. And the Republican Party had an issue with it, but Trump said, "No, I'm gonna back him up." Research it.
I don't think Jeffrey Epstein was backing Trump. If you're talking Jeffrey Epstein, the guy.
Yeah, so
Epstein. I'm talking. It was a.
All right, guys. Yeah, I just finished up at the gym, got showered, and then go pick up my kids from basketball camp. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for keeping me to.
You are welcome.
Hey, I'll follow you and I'll see you guys some other time. Hey, I hope you guys enjoy my videos. I got some videos of. I hope you guys watched Sound of Freedom. I also posted something. TikTok took it down because I witnessed a kid being taken, and I posted it. And not only that, I sent it, talk to Customs about it, so that way they can do something about it. But TikTok didn't. I guess they didn't like it. Wow. It's a hard reality. It was there. I physically seen it. I'm the one who took the pictures. I didn't step in because I was on the Mexican side.
It's a scary reality when they can omit.
Yeah, watch my video. You'll see it. I put it in for Sound of Freedom.
What I have learned is that on both sides, they all ignore their own truth. Nobody sees. It's what I've seen is when the news reports something about the Democrats, it's truth. But when they post it about Trump, it's fake news. So I'm trying to figure out how do you balance this, because this is, if you go down, they reported that the news reported that Harris did multiple sexual things.
Which party tried to control Facebook and TikTok?
And so nobody researched that, it was just said. So now all of a sudden it's true. But when they say something that pertains to Trump in that's a lie, that was fake news, that didn't happen, that's just a deal. So I'm trying to figure out what is true and what is false when it comes to each party. Because the right says everything negative against Trump is a lie, it's fake news. But everything negative against the Dems is true. So how do y'all get y'all truth? Because so you say where do you get your information from, right? So your source is more credible because of what? Is that a human writing that, or is that you writing those things that you read up? It's not you, right? So is it possible? So okay, it's not you. So is it possible the same person that is writing that have their own personal views that they're posting that could have leaned towards one party or another?
It's possible. I'm not saying.
Okay, all right. So that's possible, right? So though, if that's possible, then there's a possibility in everybody's so-called truth, there's a lie.
Possible. I'm gonna say
Possible. All right, so is it true that Harris stepped her way to the top, or is that those are just somebody's somebody threw it out there and that's what we ran with? Is that?
No, I believe that.
We're not gonna run with that.
No. She didn't cheat her way to the top. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
The woman went to school. She has worked all of her adult life.
But at the same time, I don't.
That's not how politics work. That should work.
Okay.
It's just like
she's not really for the people.
Wait.
She's
How do you?
All black men.
Why you all would want to run with that though? To say that she slept her way to the top.
No, that's a fact, bro. She put.
But I didn't say that. Someone that's what they put out there, that she slept her way to the top.
But listen, but why anybody would even attach themselves to that narrative and continue to perpetuate it? Why?
Because it's the truth.
But what do you mean by is the truth? There is no truth to that. That is somebody trying to defame that woman, to talk about she slept her way to the top. People who sleep their ways to the top do not go to school, do not achieve anything. They just sleep. They just sleep their way. Okay? Hold up. I'm not going to entertain that narrative over here, please. No, she did.
Let me ask you this question. So she stepped her way to the top, correct? Hold on.
You don't have to entertain the narrative. We're dealing with the facts then. So
what kind of facts? What kind of facts you talking? Did she sleep with you and did you get her anywhere? No, I will not entertain that narrative. That's it. You can say something else. You can say something else. You can say something else. Beg your pardon?
Did she pass that bar exam?
What do you mean did she pass the bar exam? Where did you?
She took for no. I'm for her. I'm saying this because everybody when she had when you become a prosecutor, you have to pass the bar.
You have to go to school. You have to pass your bar. You are right. So.
Did she pass that bar? Did she pass that bar?
No.
What? Shut up. This man said no. You can't be a prosecutor.
Hold on.
If you didn't pass the bar.
Okay. According to the information, she has to pass the bar to become a lawyer. We are not taking that away.
No, she's not smart.
She could have even taken the bar 1,000,000 times.
Hold on. Stop. That doesn't mean she's smart. I'm doing a law degree right now, and I'm not the smartest person there is. So I mean, having a degree doesn't make you smart.
I didn't say that.
Hola, mi amigo.
We're dealing with the moral side of community.
Wait, hey.
Lo siento mucho, mi amor.
Of course, we're dealing with the moral side of Trump. We're dealing with the fact that Kamala has led 40% of black people.
Lo siento mucho, mi amor, Melo.
Put them in prison with no trial date and stuff like that. We know Kamala track records, bro.
Listen, you sound like you are just parroting something you heard somebody else say.
I was just going to say that. Did you read that? Because...
Hold on. Stop trying to gaslight, bro. I'm telling you.
Yes, you're just parroting something somebody said. Oh, we know her track record. Like get out of here with that nonsense.
We're dealing with facts.
No, you are dealing with FOX, not FACTS. No. What you know about Kamala? What do you know about her? For you to come out and speak so strongly about her personality.
Hold on. What you know about Kamala?
What do you know?
Hold on. I came to America here as a scholar from Jamaica. I contribute to the brain drain. So I'm not just here.
You are not alone. You are not alone. That has nothing to do with it.
I can come up for your talk, but I'm just saying, if you're going to ask me a question, you have to give me a chance to respond.
Don't bring all the estrogen. I'm trying to talk and say something.
Don't what?
Don't do that.
What did you just say? You said don't bring my estrogen to my chat. Is that what you just said?
It's a conversation, bro. You're screaming and doing all of that.
Is that, listen, hold on. You're being disrespectful. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. You fresh. Don't bring my estrogen to my chat. You got some audacity.
And what kills me was she was attorney. She did this in California. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how did he get this? He knows what happened if he's not even from California. Like, he didn't go through any of that. It's crazy how no real facts has come out about that situation, but everybody has an assumption about it.
Everybody
has an assumption that's what happened. Nobody has come out and said, you know what, here's the facts. Even Donald Trump hasn't even come out, and he's running against her. And you know, if he had leverage on her, that would have been the first thing he did. The first thing. He would not have waited. No, he does not wait. Even if it's not real, he does not wait.
He don't care. He don't care.
So he has not thrown that out there yet. Nobody from his party, nobody.
He say he not gonna be nice.
You know why he won't? You know why he's not saying anything?
Hello, Leslie, and welcome into the live. You got something you want to contribute to the chat?
Yes, I do.
You got the floor.
Office and the improper things that they said was going on. She worked in an office, and you can find this in any government office, any police department, any big firms or whatever, or government organizations. Something happens, and if you're in charge, they put it on you. You can have a bad police officer do something. The person in charge is going to be responsible, and they may have had nothing to do with it. That's what happened. Just like in a coroner's office or something. If somebody mishandle
something, yes, the manager gets blamed.
Autopsy or something, or improper collection of whatever it is, bodily fluids or whatever. They want to get the person that was in charge in trouble. I mean, the person in charge usually takes the fall. So what happened in her office, well, in the office that she was in, was something improper, or people, you know how people slack at work and things don't go like they're supposed to and things get overlooked. That's what happened. So they were holding her responsible for it, or people like, oh, it was your office. Now, as far as saying that she's not doing anything and she wants to incarcerate black females, do your due diligence, because I can tell you that she had out of all the people that she arrested for, like, maybe drugs and youth and stuff, only a few of them went to jail, and a lot of them were put in programs to get them reacclimated into the system, into the community, help them with jobs and stuff like that. They don't tell the whole story. Yes, they arrested a lot of people, but they did not incarcerate a lot of people. And, and my thing is that, why are we mad that we're getting people that are doing stuff wrong? Why are we holding our children accountable when they do something wrong? Then you want to say, oh, the prosecutor's being hard on them. How about you do what you're supposed to do, then you won't have to worry about that.
And then you won't get arrested. Exactly.
Yeah, But in the meantime, and when it comes to sleeping to the top, people are quick to label a woman a quote-unquote lady of the night, but a man can sleep with whoever they want to. That's subjective. I can tell. I can call my neighbor. If I see a couple guys go over her house, I can say, "Oh, she's sleeping with everybody." It's subjective. Let's not worry about what grown people do. If she chose to sleep with somebody for whatever reason, that's her business. Because can't nobody come in your house and tell you who to sleep with. And until you're allowing people to tell you who you can sleep with, how many people you can sleep with, what reason or what exchange you have, then you can't hold somebody else accountable and point out what they do. Grown people cannot pick and choose for other people. And stop using that false narrative, and let's get back down to what's important.
All right, thank you so much, Leslie. Right, Boots, good morning. How are you doing? Is that in morning or is afternoon?
Morning, because I'm in America. I just make it quick, right? So
you always make it quick. Nothing new here.
Yeah. So, all right, my thing is, everybody's talking about when she was in LA and what she did to black people, right? So, but what I am saying, right?
Yeah.
If you do the wrong thing and get the right punishment, there's no way you can blame the person who punished you.
Exactly.
Because you have done the wrong thing.
You pay the price.
You know, I've asked 1,000 people this question. And my question is, in order for you to see her as a state prosecutor, you have to break a law, correct?
Exactly. You have to be a fella. How do you get there?
Yeah.
She never just come and knock on your door and like, come outside, I'm going to prosecute you for something.
And they said, it's like, well, they had the 3-strike law. I say, so basically you saying they did one crime and got caught. They did another one and got caught. Well, and this time they decided after all the other bad stuff, they were going to go steal some candy and got caught. And the candy got them what?
The three strikes.
No, that's not what the case is.
Listen, man, people just ignorant.
That's not what the case is. The problem with her is she was when people was getting arrested, she was being biased towards black men. In other words, if it was a marijuana charge, they were getting longer sentences than the average person for little marijuana charges. There's another case where a man was on. There's another case. I didn't cut you off. Please let me finish. Okay. There's another case where somebody was on death row. She had the information that would have freed this man and refused to give it up. They had to force her to give that information up for that man.
That man is still on death row because he was guilty. No, that man. No. Hold up. Don, hold up. That man is still on death row because he was guilty. She just did not want to re-adjudicate that case. And after they did, he was still guilty.
If y'all want, because y'all think she's a sister, she's not.
Well, you can.
You think Trump is a brother?
No, we don't think she's a sister. Both of them don't, but don't push somebody because of lesser evil. And I don't even know if she's the lesser evil. Both of them should be pushed negatively like they are. None of them are good. Neither one of them. What politician is good?
Word, Danny.
The only reason why she's being pushed because y'all think she's a sister. A lot of these women today are pushing her because they think she's a sister. And she's not. Are they pushing Trump? Wait. Her father's Irish and Indian.
Yes, Fig. That man was guilty. Still is guilty.
So let me ask you this. Are they pushing Trump because he's a white man? I don't care what they doing with Trump. Nobody.
Why are you so ignorant?
I'm not YT, so I can't sit here and worry about you're up with Trump. I'm worried about us, not YT. Wait.
One at a time, please.
Well, I don't even know what I'm talking to you for this for. So y'all can do what y'all want to do. Keep pushing that narrative. But wait. She's trash.
Why are you so? Yeah, I was gonna take you off anyway.
Can I read this to you? Can I read this couple of sentences to you, and then you make a.
What you say, Leslie?
He was angry.
He mad. Like, boy, man, your blood pressure go up over politics. Like, what's wrong with you?
Jesus.
He just as angry as the person he follows. They just angry. What you were saying, Leslie? Leslie said she wanted to read something for us.
I'm jumping out, alright?
Yeah, jump up. But all right. Later, be good.
Yeah.
All right. Jenna Wade in the house. Jenna Wade, what's up? What are you doing? Good to see you, my love. Oh, I'm mute? Really? No, I am not mute. Who mute Leslie? Leslie is not mute.
Now you okay.
Oh, maybe she mute herself.
You know, I sit. I sit back and I pay attention to people, and it's like
Oh, well, now you're not.
Okay. Is it when I try and go read my thing? Is that making me mute when I go to my
Yes, that's what muted you. I was wondering. Remember, we have not experienced this.
I was just talking to those guys, right? And they seem, it was fake news that Trump said he wanted to give the police immunity. Nobody seemed to understand that he said that. And it's like, well, where'd you get that from? No, that's fake news. That can't happen. Well, he's repeated it about 3 times now. But we're going to ignore that because here's the agenda, and nobody seems to watch it. And so I'll break it down. Here's the agenda. Trump has somehow got the Supreme Court on his side. So what his agenda is, I'm going to pass the laws. How? I'm going to take it to your local court, and then it's going to go up, and then eventually it goes to the Supreme Court, and guess what happens? If the Supreme Court is Trump is for Trump, what do you think the laws are going to look like? He has compromised the Supreme Court. They gave a president immunity against prosecution, and as long as if it's in the guidelines of his presidency, and they don't have any guidelines. But the bill goes can move side to side as it goes along. That is the most dangerous thing in the world. They weren't planning on debating Harris. That was not what they wanted. Why? Because I tell them all the time, Trump cannot debate. His debate is, I'm going to insult the person.
I'm going to insult you, call you names.
And so, if I keep you from the question, then it looks like I won. If you answer in a smart way, then I can't debate that because I don't know politics.
Okay.
That is point blank. That is it.
Where is Leslie? Leslie, I want to hear what Leslie. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you clearly, dear.
In 2004 through 2010, when Kamala was the DA, there was 1,956 individuals arrested for marijuana type of crimes. And only 45 of them ever served time out of those. In 2005, she created a program called Back on Track. Now,
Back on Track.
It's true. Allowing low-level, nonviolent crime offenders to enroll in school instead of jail. And when they graduated, their record was wiped clean so that they could be reintroduced into society and attain employment. So they don't tell you, yes, you're arrested.
Look it up, Crystal. Look up Back on Track.
They didn't suffer no consequences. I mean, they didn't. When she gave them those opportunities, they didn't all result in convictions. So they tell you a bit of the story, but they don't tell you the whole story. Or don't nobody try and look for the whole story. But you can Google it. Google the program. It's called, what did I just say it was called?
Back on Track.
Back on Track. And then make a decision for yourself and then realize, oh, I've been going around spreading the false narrative that they want me to spread.
And that's why I say that what they're saying isn't true. Because Trump that's his name. Well, we got something, I'm gonna spit it out there.
Well, and then actually they'll take one little piece of something and then they'll run with it. Like I said, when they said, oh, she's sleeping her way to the top. It's just because she dated somebody that was influential, you know, whose business is it? Whose business is it? And who's to determine what's sleeping your way to the top? Who's to determine whether or not the relationship was real? That's not our business.
This is why the most ridiculous argument.
It's not ridiculous, it's subjective. And if you're grown up, you know what subjective means. What means one thing to someone might not mean the same thing to everybody else. And sleeping your way to the top is a broad statement. And who are you to decide who's sleeping their way to the top?
You know what hurts me the most?
But we do this to our women all the time.
All the time.
They want to do.
I told my mom this. this, and my sister's this the other day. I said, Mom, I love you, and I support you for whatever it is you do. Because at the end of the day, I realize no matter what y'all say, y'all do not protect our black women at no cost. You will protect
them. They drag them.
You will protect you will protect anything around them.
Hello?
You will protect anything around them. You will not protect a black woman at all.
How's everyone doing?
Everyone's working.
I just want to say I don't have a dog in the fight, but I just wanted to make some correction to what the young lady just stated. She stated that only 45 individuals went to prison over this weed allegation, right? And
this was a young group. This wasn't like elderly. This wasn't like grown-ups. This was young people that we could turn their lives around. Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just standing back and I'm just watching everyone. But I just want the truth to be told, right? And just imagine her entire time in office, only 45 people going to prison. Number one, that's not practical. That's not reality. And that came out is that they're playing word semantics, right? They're saying prison. You're not saying jail. You're talking about 10 to 100,000 plus individuals that she put in jail.
You just did the same thing that they do. It's a demographic. You know, I'm not gonna let you take one thing that I say and blow it up. It's wrong. You're wrong.
What you said was you said prison, and that's what they're saying.
What I said, and it was a small demographic. These were you. These were you. These were you. These were you.
One at a time, please.
These were you. These were you.
Hold up. Hold up. One at a time.
Not saying out of everybody she arrested.
Hey, let me finish. He's agreeing with you. He's agreeing with you.
What is that?
What I'm saying
he's agreeing with you. He's going for the lesser crime. They're making what seem. Go ahead. I'm listening, sir. I got what
What I'm saying to her is she may not know, but there's a difference between jail and prison.
It is.
When you get 2+ years in jail, when you get sentenced 2+ years is when you go to prison. But under 2 years, you go to jail.
Did I not say that whatever they got was wiped clean?
Let me finish. Okay, because what was happening is they were putting a lot of young men in jail. They were getting more time than they were supposed to. And one of the reasons why they were getting more time than they used to is because in California, it is a thing to where they have the individuals in jail do labor. And she actually said that these individuals were saving California money because they were doing labor-intensive work that the government otherwise would have to have paid workers to do. So she did send thousands of individuals to jail for small marijuana crimes.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so...
He's gonna say blah, blah, blah. How about you shut your bitch ass up, you dumb motherfucker, you ugly ass bitch. I'm in your mom's lab right now, you bitch ass hoe. Ugly ass, dusty ass hoe, dusty ass, musty, dusty ass bitch. Ugly ass shit, you dumb motherfucker. Suck my dick, you pussy.
Can I say something, please?
Go ahead.
What was that, Danny? You caused that, you know.
I'm about to everybody like this. I'm so sick and tired of everybody.
I could have tell that was trash right there. No.
If that's the case, then let's go back into Donald Trump past. The stuff he did in his past. Let's bring that up. Let's put that on this.
They don't want to talk about that. Hey.
See, that's what pisses me off because every time you turn around, when you have a black sister, an educated sister that want to do something with her life, want to help out black people, want to show people that we can make it to the top. Y'all go on their name and dig up their past, that's her past. Have anybody said anything about the 34 conviction Trump got? Have anybody said anything about him raping women? No. Y'all defend that stuff like it's okay, but it's not. I'm sick and tired of people. I'm sick and tired. And what I'm pissed off But that ain't fair.
Ma'am, you know what's even you know what's even hurtful when you get the women to say that she's a garden tool, but they're living the same way.
Yeah, Paul can't talk about the color. How can you say something about her past and you still doing it right now today? Look at yourself before you look at somebody. My grandma always told the people that live in glass houses can knock some stones. Okay, you know them stones. I
choose to even not even entertain it because it's like talking about something that's distracting. It's deflecting because it has no place to even be considered because it's so stupid.
So if I need to win something, right? And I know this person in front of me is more qualified than me, and I need to find a way to win. What do? I'm gonna throw a smoke signal to get y'all distracted while I'm over here creating my win speech. I'm gonna keep y'all so distracted till we gonna forget about what's at stake.
Now you're assuming that everybody's stupid and that they can't figure things out. Because if you said that, then obviously you're smart enough to know that what you're doing is doing something that's calculated. But then now you're assuming that everybody's too stupid to realize that's what's going on. I choose to believe that people are smart enough to understand and make the decisions that they're making. All these people aren't following her for no reason. All these people are not dumb. A lot of these people are doing their due diligence and not just spreading rumors and taking half truths. They're actually checking into it. Like I said, go check out that program. I said there's a whole PDF on it, and it disproves what the man just said.
I'm for Harris. When I seen her run, I looked at social media that as soon as they said it, right? Because I just wanted to see what was gonna happen next. For 3 days, I ain't seen Trump say a word. For 3 whole days, I said, you know what? He's scared, y'all. He's scared.
What Trump did was chased his tail until he caught it. When they had that darn debate and Biden looked horrible during the debate, he dragged him so much that he probably should have not messed with him so much where he jumped off the wagon, then he could have beat him. But then what you did is you chased your tail and caught it, got Biden up out of there. Now you got hell on your hands. You chased your tail till you caught it. Now what you gonna do?
When I say he was not ready for this, he was not. Well, let me tell you how bad it is.
And for a narcissist, that's not cool. He's gonna lose his mind.
Yeah, it's been.
He's gonna lose his mind, but the thing about it is this: when everybody kept telling the Republican lead Joe alone, they would listen. They would listen. Everybody kept making it. They kept making it down. And they woke up to sleep in bed. All of a sudden, it's just a hot everybody.
I want to say one thing.
Democrats is playing chess, and the queen is the most valuable piece. Pow! Drops the mic.
Well, let me say something.
And now the Republicans don't even know where their next move is because they did what they did, and that's their fault.
Can I say something?
Trump likes to slander people and use derogatory statements. Talk about he don't address nothing. He when he comes up and he talks about people trying to tear him down instead of talking about the issues. Now what he can't do now is he's already with the cat lady thing that the guy. Oh, let's talk about his VP. His VP could not stand him. If you all Google the video where Trump said, "Yeah, J.D. Vance wants to kiss my blankety blank." There's a video of him saying that, and then this guy in Ohio was debating J.D. Vance at the time when that was said, and he told him, he said, "How can you let this man say this and now you done changed your mind? You his friend." He was like, "Where's your dignity?" And he said that. If you Google it, you can see the video of Trump saying that, and then this man accepts the VP position.
Well, Donald Trump talk crap about everybody. He talk crap about Ted Cruz. He talk crap about Rubio.
And that's what that man said. Why would you let somebody say you're going to kiss my ass and you do?
Because, you know why? Because that's how Republicans do. What Republicans are doing
trying to divide us. And we're too smart for that. You see all this crap about that young man said about jail and all that stuff? That's all lies. He doesn't do his due diligence. If he did his due diligence like I did, what Kamala Harris did back in those days, there was 1,971 arrests. Out of those 1,971 arrests, 45 of them went to prison. The rest got programs. The rest got programs because they didn't want to, sent someone to jail, to prison for marijuana. So he doesn't know what he's talking about. Number two, most jails nowadays, even back then, would take people, which is called trustees, and they'll give them a choice. Listen, either you work for us, or you get no time off when they get me. So what you do as a trustee, as a jail, you work in jail, you go outside, you work for pennies of dollars, and you get time off. That's done in every jail. So that's nothing new. For him to say that they arrested thousands, that's stupid. That's something that he's reading out of stupid page. Now if he was really smart, he would know that all these Republicans are doing is blowing smoke up their ass.
Well, there were the rest. They put them in that program, the program that I had just named. There's a whole PDF if you go over it, you can read it.
I forgot the program, but I do know that
I just said the program name. I got it's back to something.
It's called Back on Track. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Back on Track. And if you Google it, you can pull up the PDF and read about it. It's definitely something more cities need to do something with, because we need to get our black young men back on track. My daughter keeps her foot on my grandkids' neck.
That's what she was trying to do, even as district attorney.
Right about that. That's what you basically I keep my foot on my son because I don't care who you is. You're not gonna be acting like no fool and not gonna do no shit around here. Because we as parents, we supposed to, especially our sons, we people don't really know what Donald Trump is trying to do to African Americans. How they really stop and thought about what he's trying to do to us.
That Project 25, do you guys realize that they want you all to public schools, from all public school kids, to take that military, be required to take the military entrance test? So do you know what that tells you? In private schools don't have to? That means that your young, poor black kids are not going to not going to private schools, but your kids gonna be on the front line protecting the country, while these privileged kids don't have to take that test. They can sit back and let you all fight for this country. Without a choice.
They don't want to take civil rights away from us. They want to sit us back 50 years. Nobody ain't got time for this crazy.
Affirmative action, they don't want it. Oh, and this is what gets me to. I believe in a woman's right to choose. That's just me. But here's the thing. Trump is against abortion. Oh, funny how when Marla Maples, the woman he was messing around with on his wife, got pregnant with his daughter, he tried to get her to have an abortion. She refused to. Oh, it was good enough for him back then. Make it make sense.
If you look at Donald Trump and you Google his speeches, he was in a program one time and he said, and I put it on my TikTok. He said that he was back, I think about 30 years ago. He said that he was pro-choice. It came out of his mouth. It wasn't dog. It wasn't nothing. That kind of had no AI. It came out of his mouth that he was.
Even if he wasn't, he was choosing. He was choosing to not have that lady, to not have that baby, so he could ruin his marriage.
But that's now Donald Trump is telling the people what sells. That's plain and simple.
That's it. He finds a weak group. Oh, you guys want to sell peanuts? Oh, well, we're gonna make peanuts the most popular nut in the country.
If you look at the Republican Party, what has come out of their mouth the past week? Just the other day, I saw a guy from Fox News sending a message to Montel Williams saying this to Kamala Harris or whatever. Like who cares? Like they like 40,000 years ago. Like nobody had a pass.
And it's not. They make it sound so sordid. She can date who she want to date. I would have dated him.
You know. And if you see the things that they spew, it's only things that they read. And it's a black woman, it's a colored woman, so they are jealous. This took them back. Put it this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this whole thing of Biden coming out was already planned.
You know what else? Did you all hear about the two biggest drug people from cartel getting arrested?
His son got arrested the other day.
Yes, and what's crazy is that you know that Republicans hate that because this happened under Biden's watch now. We don't want nothing good to happen under Biden's watch.
Put it in the book. I'm gonna give you an example. Just the other day, Donald Trump said that the president of El Salvador, what he did in El Salvador is a lie. That all those people that they supposedly had arrested, those 50,000 gang members, that's a lie, and that's the truth because he did arrest 50,000 criminals, and there is zero crime in El Salvador because of it. And I can tell you, his whole premise is the false narrative. So he slapped false narrative. No, the funny thing is that he slapped the man who praised him because Bukele from Salvador liked Donald Trump, and now he talks shit about Bukele. That just tell you what kind of selfish Jasmine Crockett that man is. If you listen to Jasmine Crockett, if things don't go his way. What? Jasmine Crockett will educate you. She don't just tell you what to do or what you should do, but she will break it down for you. You want to hear something, she'll break it down and have facts for you. Yeah, of course you have to be when you have idiots. When you have
don't nobody say nothing to Jasmine Crockett when she's speaking because they already know she gonna go for them behind. This is one black lady. I look at her when she do me. She would give you truth and death and everything else. So she ain't scared of none of the Republicans. She'll let you know she ain't scared of none of them.
You know what it is? Because Trump is the type of person she can speak.
This is what Donald Trump is doing. He is a bully, he's nonsense, he's a racist, and I'm sick of it. Because every time he come out his mouth, he's always citing violence. Somebody have to do something. If I don't do this, he never said we the people, if I don't win, if I this, it ain't about him. It ain't about him. It's about this country. It's about us going forward. It's about having a country where our children, our grandchildren can live. It ain't about him. That man gets on my nerves. He really do. Ever since he started trying to be back in the White House, you didn't do no your first in the first place.
Well,
besides tweet to play golf.
Mays.
That's true.
Mr. Andrea.
You all remember Eric Mays?
That's true for you. And if
Eric Mays, the Flint council, the councilman
Andrea?
from Flint, they used to get in
Yes, yo, I am here.
I'm from Saginaw, Michigan.
I'm basically hosting the conversation for them to talk because trust me,
he was a cool dude.
My head is already tired. You know I work all night and I haven't slept yet. I got home at 9 o'clock, went on live at 10 o'clock,
He was getting ready to get a reality show.
and here I am. 2 o'clock and I'm still on the live.
Y'all don't see how they try to tear us apart. They try to pit us from each other, split us down the middle so we be so
And look, and people still wanting to come into the live.
Agreement on anything. You always at each other's throats. It's time out for them. It's time out for them. Put that to the side and let's all come together and be on one accord so we can get this woman in this house to make our children's lives better, our lives better. Because I'm telling you, we gonna weep what we sow. If we put Trump in that chair, we all gonna weep it. We all gonna weep it.
And someone talked about the Supreme Court.
Hello, Emilio.
That's why he placed
Hold on,
judges
Les.
there. He placed judges there that favored him, that would favor anything that he, any
Okay.
laws or make changes to laws the way he wanted them to. Instead of them going by the book, they went by their. You should, as a judge, you should be going not by your emotions and your personal feelings. Look at Clarence Thomas and his wife.
He should have been in there in the first place.
He really shouldn't, because I really believe that he was really inappropriate with that young lady, that black girl.
Hold on. Hello, Emilio. Good afternoon. How are you?
Hey, you all. I gotta go. I worked last night and still haven't went to sleep.
Me too.
Enjoy talking to you.
Have a good one. Thank you, my love.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have a great one, my love. Emilio. Good afternoon, dear. You wanted to add something to the conversation?
I saw something. What was the question earlier? I think when I scrolled by, I saw if we want what people feel
deal you were asking about a female president?
Yeah, female president, your thoughts.
Okay, so I'm going to give you this little background. Normally, I don't go into lives and all that stuff. I normally just post videos and stuff like that because, you know, I think, like, a lot of people tend to forget, like, what the actual goal is. And the goal is to live better and try to figure out policies that could make us better instead of feeling like we're being gaslighted as a, you know, as a race. And normally people tend to like to argue. Okay, so I'm here because I heard how calm it was, and you guys seem like, you know, we're all willing to figure it out together. Okay?
Yeah, we're all open.
Okay. So me, in my opinion, I don't personally mind having a female president. I do not have a problem with it. I just cannot. I just don't want Kamala as the female president. I'm fine with it, this and that, because I feel like a lot of people are not voting for her for the right reasons. And I think it's more of an emotional vote for a lot of people, instead of like what you actually want for the future for our society. And it sucks that we only have two options, you know. I'm not gonna say I'm like I do not agree with half the way that, you know, Trump talks to people. No, I don't, right? But I do also understand in the day and age that we are in right now, we cannot, as an example, a lot of people tend to point, hey, look what happened, Trump, and this is all because of Trump's administrations and all this stuff. That's fine, you can blame who you want to blame, but we also can say this, the reason why Biden got elected was to change. And if certain things have not changed, or a lot of things have not changed, you cannot keep voting, you can't keep blaming previous stuff. A person was taken out of office for a supposedly better person, and things have not changed.
Hold on there, Amelia. Tell me, what exactly were you looking forward to? What were your expectations that were eventually not met with the change of administration 4 years ago?
Talking to Danny or me?
Oh, you, Mello.
Oh, me. What was not met within these 4 years?
Yes. What was the expectation that was not met?
One of the things that was promised, all right, lower housing, lower gas prices, more secured borders than Trump, which is, I actually looked up because I read into this stuff because I do videos on this stuff and I don't like to be looked at as a liar. So just a few things like that. When you have things like on certain parties, on the Democratic Party, the gas like that's certain things like
somebody's echoing.
And then seeing that people are literally on a campaign running around lying about it. There's a difference when I'm lied to when I'm 18 years old. There's a big difference when I'm 36 and being lied. All right? And saying someone was in charge and then having everybody with videos. Because the difference with running for president now and the difference in the two for everything. I have these arguments with certain Democratic. But when you can't admit that one thing you've messed up on, or a party, not us, but you know, the party messed up on, and you point a finger, that takes me, a lot of people don't take accountability for actions. We're not gonna sit here, January 6th didn't happen, fair enough. We're not gonna say that Trump wasn't disrespectful at times, misogynist. But the thing is, when it comes to the other party, and when I'm watching online and watching news and watching this and that, literally, blatantly lying to our faces, in our face, about things when we have it on videotape, it's just another slap in American people's face. When you sit here and say things like, our president is cognitively fine, and watch this man literally losing his point of view the whole time.
But Amelia, do you understand that to me would not be a defining moment. Why? Because I know that this, when we are talking about Biden's cognitive decline, aging does not have any rubber stamps on it. So he could have been fine in January and has gotten progressively worse. So that to me, and for people harping on it, I don't like that. Why? This man was old when he went into the presidency in 2020. He was an old man. We saw that he was getting older. What exactly were y'all expecting? Were y'all expecting to suddenly get the alacrity of a 30-year-old again? No.
Respectfully, I don't think that it's not that respectfully. That's not what the issue is. The issue isn't that we all know this man's not old. That's not the issue. The issue is looking at all of us when we're all watching the same movie and telling us something's not happening and then lying and saying it's not happening. That's not the problem. We're all human. We know the older we get and progress in age, things are going to happen. You're not going to have your same step. We're not going to be able to talk, slur our words, this and that. It's when you look to someone and say, hey, is he fine? Yeah, he's fine. All right. Wait, hold up. You sure he's fine? And then we're looking at the same movie and then lying about it. We all understand that. That point of argument, I'm not going to argue that. We know we can't justify his age. The problem is lying about it when we're looking at you and asking a question, is he okay? That's the problem. So it's not about him being old. We all know the man is the oldest president. Now the question is, now we all agree that this man is old and agree that this man wanted to stay and he was basically pushed out because for someone that's younger, all right, now that we agree on that, we still have 5 months of everybody agreeing that he's unable to fit to run the president.
That's the smallest fish in the pond to fry, to be honest with you.
That he's the way that he is in running the country. That's a small fish.
That's the smallest fish to fry. If you're gonna say, oh, they lied to me and said Biden was fine, and they just lie and lie and lie. To me, that's the smallest fish in the pond.
That's a small fish. Okay, I'll give you that. Maybe that's a small fish. What about her being the border czar? That's said by Democrats countless times over 4 years. The person to protect the border from immigration, anybody of crimes, things of that nature coming in to the United States. What about that part? That Democrats over 4 years on video calling her that and now looking at everybody and saying that this is something that was made up, even though it's on video by Democrats throughout 4 years.
What are you saying they said was made up? What do you say they said was made up?
People are saying.
Yes.
I don't know if you probably know, because obviously you wouldn't have a platform if you know. You know what you're talking about. The borders are.
Not always, honey. Oftentimes I wait on you all to tell me.
Oh, okay. So the border czar is the person that's supposed to administer
that I know.
The border or whatnot, right? The thing is that the border of 2023 has over 8 million people that have crossed the border illegally. Last 2 months ago only, they actually cited out who came into the border, and a good couple thousand of them was on terrorist watch lists. Okay? And they're coming in freely. Okay? Because of the border policy that was put in place between Biden and Harris, which the person that is administrated over the border is Kamala Harris, which was put on video in front of everybody in 2020 by Biden himself. So she's in charge of it. Now, right now, all over media, you have us, our people, I'm
getting missing, which is on news. And she got a promotion. See, the thing is why we have a democracy is for you to go through democracy, get a votes, so that we can see who's the best candidate. You go against the best candidates, and whoever wins the American people out of respect for America.
So are you saying that she was
Biden to the position, which is I respect that people.
Are you saying that she's not qualified for the job? She's. Are you joining that chorus and saying she's a DEI hire? She's not qualified. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is this, right? Because I'm not gonna say she is or isn't. I honestly don't care if she is or isn't. All right. What I can say is, out of facts, she did not have any votes, 0 votes. Okay. And I just go off of common sense. You're telling me, just as like think of us as people, just think of it. You're telling me, out of anybody on earth, on that panel, anybody on that panel that actually got votes, actually liked by everybody, couldn't be hired? Like, that's all I say. I'm not telling you, however she got there, that's her business. But I sit back and say, logically, you're telling me someone that got 0 votes got hired for the second most important job in America? Like, I'm not trying to bash it. I call it what it is, because if I saw someone at my job get hired and never got the job, never did it before, over other people that had more experience or was more liked or was in a better position, I would sit there and say, how the heck did they get that job? I'm just being an adult, and that's how I think. So no, I'm not gonna label her. I'm not gonna do that. It's not gonna happen. If she was or wasn't, I don't care. But I am gonna think more into it, saying that how? She got destroyed on a panel in 2020 by Tulasi, I think that's what her name, just off of 3 topics of what she was, going off of criminal convictions on African American men for weed charges that go on Sean Main's podcast, on Sean Main's show, and laugh about smoking weed, which just was a slap in the face. Also about her being in control of just certain aspects of how would you take care of certain things just in our policies, which was just far left on how you would allow things about like taking away gas, taking away just and making everything electrical, which obviously actually is unsustainable. Just her far left things got crucified on her debate stage, which is, I'm telling you, this is my opinion. The thing about it is people think Trump is stupid. That's what I think. A lot of people think this man is stupid. Okay? This man's not dumb.
So clearly you're sort of you are here advocating for Trump under the guise of trying to say all these things that Kamala did and did not do, and dancing around what you want to say. Don't dance around it. I mean, if it's how you feel,
no, I'm not dancing.
If it's how you feel, it's how you feel. But I don't see any. I don't hear any fact something.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to disrespect the platform. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be careful.
Okay, so
I have to take the platform.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on. Danny want to say something.
I just got here. I just got here. I just got back. So let me ask you a question.
Shoot.
Of course.
What is your race? Like what is your you know?
Oh, I'm black African American.
Okay, so all right. So you do you have a son?
I have a daughter and a son.
You have a daughter and a son. Okay, cool. How do you feel a teacher asking your daughter or son, do you want a black president or a white president? How would you feel about that? A white teacher asks you that.
Problem with it? You mean like if I have
how would you feel if a white teacher said that you want hey kid, you right there, do you want a black president or do you want a white president?
For me, I don't think a
president saying, hey, do y'all want a white president or you want a black president?
No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay with the reason why I say that is because we already have a president right now that's done that on live TV.
And you have another guy, and guess what? You know they bashed him about that.
Okay, so we have two presidents that you want to call both of them racist? Because I would call both of them racist then.
Okay, so now, do you have an issue with the police officers being completely what's that word he used? Can't think of it right now. But the police can do they can everything they do is right, and they get no punishment. Are you okay with that?
I don't agree with that, and the thing about it is I think that's very far-fetched because in 2000 around that time there was certain areas in 2019 that police did get punished. Now,
wait.
If you want to say severity, if you want to talk about the severity of punishment,
do you know why
the severity should be more?
Do you know why that's not far-fetched?
Go ahead.
See, we look at small things and we're like, oh, that's too far-fetched. He said out his mouth, I'm going to make sure that the police get full immunity on the job. Do you know why that's not far-fetched? And people don't look at that. It's because he knows that he has corrupted the Supreme. This is why I say y'all got to pay attention to the writing on the wall. There is a judge.
He did.
Okay, so let me go back to. I'm gonna slide Trump to the side, and then I'm gonna bring another Supreme Court judge that was just recently on the news. Do you know what she said? She said she didn't want these black people on her property, and she threatened to unalive them if they came up on her property. And she carry on to say, hey, I'm a Supreme Court judge. You know I side with y'all. Get these people off my property. Because I'm one of y'all. I side with y'all.
That's fair. So you know what? But the thing about it is I don't mind debating those type of things because they those things.
That was gall, yes, cuts.
One thing about me. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Before I lose my train of thought, I'm sorry. One thing about me, if you're right, you're right. I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, you know what, I'm crazy or nothing like that. But the thing about it is, what I tell people is, if you're going to criticize Trump, you gotta criticize Biden as well. And the reason why is because
I do.
You didn't vote for Biden. You vote for Biden and Harris. Okay? So when you have certain things for Biden, it's Harris's fault as well. So when you say things like that, when you say something like that, when you have a person that literally said she's going to defund all the police and make it less police to protect America. Because the thing about it is we could talk trash all we like, but if something happens to your home, who you calling? 911 to come make sure things are okay. So if you take away certain things like that and leave it up to citizens, then there's going to be more chaos. Nobody's saying that both sides are perfect or one side or the other.
You know what's the dangerous part about what you just said?
Then you also have certain things.
You know the dangerous part about what you're saying is people are now afraid to call this. So we got funded the police, but we're not even afraid to call the police because why? When the police pull up, the innocent person is the one that's getting killed now. I mean, unalive. I'm sorry. The innocent person is being unalive. The person who actually made the call.
And defund police was actually a movement, and it wasn't.
What I'm saying is, I'm not taking away the
but it was to re-educate.
It's not that things don't happen. I'm sorry?
It was actually to re-educate